What's up, my fellow creators? Welcome, guys. I hope you're having a beautifully, phenomenally blessed day. Thank you for joining me for another moment in Becky's House of Cards. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. And with that being said, guys, today we are going down the rabbit hole with a pick a card reading in what transformations are coming in the Scorpio moon that we're having in the next few days, right? So I was hoping to get this out a little bit sooner, but it didn't work. Sorry, I was just trying to get some things to pick from over here. So yeah, we're gonna see what transformations are coming up in regards to the Scorpio new moon that we have that's just about to come upon us in just a few days, what you can expect during the next 2 weeks. And yeah, we'll just see what else comes out. So I didn't really want to get too in depth in this, but I did pull out more oracle cards. You guys do see these oracle cards. It's just a little bit explanation here. These are new astrology cards that I've gotten. However, you guys will not see them debuted on my YouTube channel. These are only going to be debuted for those of you that choose to get the extended readings. And these cards have been so seriously on point. Like, let me just say, holy moly. Not that any of my readings aren't. I'm not trying to be all narcissistic or anything like that. It's just truly, after not believing in myself for so long, I realized that I have a gift that I was denying for a very long time. So as much as you can get tools to help you open your gifts, definitely I recommend it. So guys, with that being said, thank you for joining me for Becky's House of Cards. And I want to thank you to all of my OGs, my new Gs, and anybody that joins me and allows me your most precious asset, your time. It is truly an honor and a blessing. And as always, my prayer is that these videos find you in a way that reminds you to take back your power. Always use your intuition. Always use a discernment, understanding that these are general readings. Use that to make your best decisions and go and live your best journey, right? You guys are ultimately the ones that can make the decision in your life, and free will is a thing. Now, I do want to mention, I did shuffle everything before we got started here, and I always shuffle these on camera, but it's interesting because right off the bat, I had Cancerian energy come out. So I feel like there's a lot of nurturing that's coming in for you guys. I feel like it's not necessarily another person. I feel like this is self-nurturing that you guys are unleashing within yourself, and you're realizing how to be the Queen of Cups to yourself. You're realizing how to take action and spiritual action toward yourself, which is a beautiful place to be at. So usually I will, if you guys watch the shuffle, I usually do a little mini reading before we get into the piles, which is usually why my shuffles take so long. But if you don't, that's cool too. But let's get into it, guys. See what Source wants to tell y'all. What messages, Source, do you have for the collective pick a card reading 1, 2, and 3 in regards to what's coming up with the Scorpio new moon, November 2021? It's, I believe, on the 4th. Make sure you guys are doing your rituals. I missed my rituals last month for the full moon, and it really did me in. So make sure you guys do your rituals. What messages do you have for the collective, Source, for the new moon in Scorpio? Pick a card reading 1, 2, and 3. What messages do you have for the collective for the new moon in Scorpio? Pick a card 1, 2, and 3. Okay, I heard one more. All right, yep. Like I said, one more, and look, turn right to the Ace of Swords. Beautiful. Like, such beautiful energy. I think you guys are a little bit crooked here. Let me see if I can. There, that's a little better. What messages do you have for the collective pick a card reading 1, 2, and 3 in regards to the Scorpio new moon? So let me move these up. I can actually put these up like that. I love these cards. They're so super beautiful. So for pile number 1, what messages do we have for pile number 1 in regards to this new moon in Scorpio? Pile number 2, what messages of transformation are coming through for pile number 2? Thank you, Source. And pile number 3, what messages of transformation? Whoa, okay. They want this on pile 1. Sorry, guys. I know I asked for pile 3, but that fell on pile 1. So for pile 3, source, what messages do you have for pile number 3 in regards to the Scorpio new moon? Okay, thank you. All right. And what other messages do you have for pile number 1? What transformations are coming in regards to this new moon in Scorpio? Okay, they want this one. No, I just want one. Okay, no, source, no. I'm sorry. What messages do you have for pile number 1? Okay, thank you. They wanted me to take like a stack, and I was like, I'm sorry, no, not gonna happen today, guys. Pile number 2, what messages do you have for the transformation that's coming in for pile number 2 in regards to the Scorpio new moon? Thank you. They also want this one. Okay. All right, pile number 3, what messages do you have for pile number 3? Thank you, source. Alright, what other messages do you have for pile number 1 in regards to transformations coming in for this new moon in Scorpio? Okay, that one right there, thank you. Okay, and pile number 2, last message is what is coming in transformatively for pile number 2, thank you. Get more messages for pile number 3, what's coming in for the new moon in Scorpio for pile number 3, source. Okay, thank you. One more. What else is coming in for pile number 3 in regards to the Scorpio new moon? Thank you, source. All right. Let me straighten these up, guys. Okay, let's see what we got on the bottom of the deck. I can't! Guys, I'm done. I'm spent. Do you see this? We have Scorpio energy coming out with the death card, the nameless card in my deck. Like, I can't. What am I supposed to say? Like, source coming in, swanging like crazy. Yeah, so, okay, you guys are overcoming barriers and obstacles when it has to do with your money, with your coin, right? So you guys are learning how to transform your energy into something that's very productive and very creative. Like, it feels like maybe you had to start over on something, and that source is just saying, like, that's okay. Like, starting over is something beautiful, because starting over gives you guys an opportunity to build from scratch, to build some sense of stability here, to single yourself out so that you realize that this is all about you working on you. And then it was weird because this is peeking out over here. So we have the 9 of coins over here in the upright. Yeah, it's about finding your confidence in yourself, your courage, your ability to change the energy that you've been given. I feel like you've had a lot of negativity coming in, and I feel like you guys have fought a lot with building your empire, and source is saying, like, something is going to transform for you guys where you guys actually are open to whatever creative endeavor is coming in. And you're going to be, you know, there's not going to be a sense of injustice anymore. There's not going to be a sense of people like getting on to you about it anymore, because you have clarity on your path now, direction. You know what's happening, and the sun's peeking out over here. Yeah, there's definite clarity coming in for you guys in regards to your coin, your money, your material manifestations. And I think that this has been a hard time for you, because it's all you've been trying to figure out your stability, and it just hasn't come through for you. But things are coming to an end. You're bringing something to an end that has kept you from seeing yourself as an abundant person. And because of that, you're going to have luck coming in. Isn't this crazy? We have 7, 8, and 9 all together here. So definite progression. We have the sun with 10. And then 1, having faith. This is a manifestation. Guys, I can't with you all right now. I'm done. So this is a manifestation you guys have asked for. Let me put these cards out the way here. That I can't. With Scorpio energy coming out on the bottom, like, that was too... I just love source. I love source so much. So for pile number 1, we're going to pick this dice here. Let me see if I can get it to focus. And number 3. Okay. And it's like this light blue color. It's such a pretty color. Okay. And then for pile number 2, we have this dark blue dice. And the number 6. I was about ready to stop this reading right now and just go into what's going on in the bottom of the deck, guys. I ain't even joking. So if you guys missed it and you're on the pick a pile right now, check out, go back a little bit because I do little mini readings before I actually get to the pick a piles. Come on, focus for me, homie. There we go. And then for pile number 3, we have this number 9. I don't know if it's going to focus here. Let me see if I can fix that. Yeah, that was me, possibly. Yeah, okay. Number 9. Okay. So you've got light blue, a dark blue, and purple, number 3, number 6, and number 9. This is pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So if you guys need more time, pause the video. But I, my friends, am going to move on to pile number 1. Okay, so let's get into it, guys. Let's see what's going on for this new moon in Scorpio energy. We definitely have, with 3, you have divine guidance coming in, and you guys have this energy of creation around you right now. You know, number 3 is the energy of the Empress, so there's definitely this nurturing, like I was saying before I even got started. If you guys watch the intro, there's this energy of being able to nurture yourself in this time. So honestly, I feel like the transformation that's coming in and the purging of energy that's coming in is actually within yourself. This isn't going to be without. It's going to be an energy that's come from within, that's allowing you to open and expand to something brilliant and bright and productive and prosperous, right? Like if you guys saw the mini reading at the beginning, it definitely a lot of beautiful things coming out. We actually have Scorpio energy on the bottom of the deck. So yeah, I think like there's just this energy of you being able to really listen to your intuition now and really being free to make the decisions that you want in your life. I feel like you've really fought with that in the past, is being able to make the decisions that you want because of being a people pleaser or being afraid of letting people down. And you're not going to be feeling that anymore. Like you're going to be like, no, like I set this boundary and I'm going to follow through on this boundary because this is very important to me and I don't really care what other people think. And that could be for anything. That could be for you know, people, that could be for work, that could be for anything, right? It could just be for anything. So just remember that you are bringing that into your life, and to be an Empress energy is very powerful. It means you're very alluring. You've embodied the divine feminine, and you've come into a place of truth within yourself, and also a place of being able to birth into this physical realm what it is that you want, which is also what we talked about in the mini reading. So what's transforming for you in regards to this Scorpio new moon? We have the 8 of Cups in the reverse. Okay, we have the 5 of Swords in the reverse. Okay. Ooh, we have the Star in the reverse. Okay. And we have the Lovers in the reverse. Wow, this is some heavy energy coming in for you guys. Don't worry, I'm going to get some clarifying cards. You guys are dealing with multiple situations all at once, which is again, I still believe, even though these are all in the reverse, I still really feel this energy coming in strongly. It's almost like this is what you're transforming, right? This is what you're getting out of. And the first things first, well, let's start with this 8 of Cups. What are you getting out of? Well, this is unwanted intrusion by family, right? So you have this family that's coming around you that's like really trying to figure out what it is that you're doing, pile 1. Like they want to know everything about you, because the truth of the matter is they want to keep you in an energy of not creating what's meant for you. And because of that, they're constantly trying to get your time. They may be like in your space. They may be up in your face, like trying to get you to do things that they want you to do. Okay, so this one fell out. I'm going to take it for that one. All right. Thank you, Source. And they want to keep you in a place of confusion and lack, but emotionally, like it's weird. Even though you might be working towards something monetarily, like at this, they want to keep you in a state of confusion emotionally, because it's keeping you in a state emotionally, an emotional confusion that keeps you from creating what you like to create. Yeah. Look, and then we have a lot of cup energy for you guys. We have the page of cup on the bottom. They want to keep you in this place of feeling like you have to be immature when you're approaching them. Like, and that's frustrating in itself, right? Like, that's really frustrating in itself, because it's like, this could be somebody that you're married to. This could be a family, like your kids. This could be parents. This could be grandparents. It could be aunties and uncles, cousins, you know, like whatever, brothers and sisters. It's just people around you that are very blood, you know, this is blood relation at some point. And so it's like they want to keep you in this place of lack, because when you're in this place of lack, they feel like they have control over you, and that makes them feel, I heard big head. That's so weird. Like, that came through so strong right now. They feel big headed. Like, they feel like, I'm the better one. I'm the one that has control over pile one. Like, pile one does what I want to say. And I think this is coming to light for you. I think what's really coming, yeah. Oh my Lord. Okay, yeah. So what's coming to light for you is bullshit offers. Offers of love that, and again, this could be friendship, coworkers, acquaintances, whatever. You are being opened up to offers of love that are insincere, so that you can discern whether or not you want to invite these people into your life, because you know something else is coming. A beautiful connection. We have the Six of Cups up here, right? Let me move that down so you guys can see it. We have the Six of Cups up here. And this is showing that there's somebody that's going to come into your life that's going to offer you beautiful love, equal give and take love. Yeah, and then you have the Ten of Wands here in the upright, showing that this could be a friend, actually, that's coming in. Because it's like, even though you guys have been through the ringer with each other, you guys end up being tried and true, like, stronger than ever before. And I think maybe you didn't realize this before, because you've had to let go of people who offer you nothing. Nothing. Like, this is an energy of like, oh, pile one, I love you, but really I'm saying I love you because I just want your energy in my life, because you're so Bombay, right? Like, it's like, okay, sure. And then I think for a while, this has weighed on you. It felt hopeless because you didn't want to change. You didn't want to change. And I think you put it on everybody else for a while, not in a bad way, like, oh, it's their fault. I think that was your emotional ego that, you know, the blame game comes from emotional ego, not wanting to take accountability for our own actions, right? Not wanting to take accountability for what we've been through, what we're going through, how we've approached people, how we have brought in our own energy to a situation or a place or a thing. It's really hard sometimes to do that, because to take accountability means that you have to face those parts of yourself that you don't necessarily like. And with this Scorpio new moon, this is being brought to light to you. It's almost like a light bulb moment is going off for you, and you're like, oh, wow, like, I didn't realize that this all was because, you know, I thought this, or because my perspective was this, or because I kept saying this, or because I kept pushing here, or I kept resisting here. You know, there's any amount of things that it could be, but it's just this energy of realizing that you have complete control over yourself. And that means that you have control over how you approach a situation, how you arrive in a situation, how you react or respond to a situation, and you're owning that. And it's like being brought to light for you. But that has been a very hopeless feeling for you. I think for a long time you fought your family. You're like, why don't you guys just understand me? Why can't you just see me? Why can't you encourage me? Why can't you, you know, love me? Why can't you just be the family that I see on Family Matters or whatever? You know what I mean? Like, such a random example. I'm sorry, I'm just laughing because that was so random. Okay, but anyways, guys, do you know what I mean? Like, you guys are like, why can't you be that family that we hear about, see about on TV? Well, the truth is that you were raised by a family that's also in this Eight of Cups energy in reverse. It's like they have known all their life that, okay, so like your parents' parents, so your grandparents always butted into your parents' life because that's what people did. That's like, you know, you think about the only two things that people talk about is really money and family. Those are really the only two things that people truly talk about when you meet them. Well, what do you do? What do you make? You know, it's never what you like to do. It's what you're doing, right? Like, people don't want to know what people are about. They just want to know, oh, are you having more success in life than I am? right? And then family. Why do you talk about family? Because that's all we freaking know is family, right? That's it. That's all we know is family. In fact, isn't there a song by Imagine Dragons, or I think it's Imagine Dragons, where we talk about family because that's all we know? What is it? Talk about family because family's all we got. That song. You guys know which one I'm talking about? I don't know the name of it right now, but I hear it playing in my head right now. But that's the energy that's coming through. And then also when you begin to heal this aspect, because let me tell you, this is the wound. The family situation is the wound, and the family situation has actually impeded your relationship life without you realizing it, right? We have 6 here and 6 here, okay? Finding balance. And this again, 6 in the deck, regardless of the suit, it's going to mirror the Lover's energy. Why? Because you have that overall 6 energy on there. It's talking about balance. It's talking about harmony. It's talking about peace. It's talking about seeing yourself through the eyes of the divine, knowing that you're worthy of love, that you're capable of getting that love in your life. But what's coming to light for you is that this family situation has actually affected your relationships in such a way. That could be you maybe have been cheated on, or maybe you were the cheater, right? I'm not here to say you're bad or right or wrong, like bad or good. We've all been human at the end of the day. So no matter what the situation is, right? But maybe you've been the one cheating, or maybe you were cheated on, or maybe you've never had a stable relationship, or maybe you would find unemotionally available people and you were unintentionally getting yourself involved in love triangles, right? Any amount of things that have happened for that. But there's this spiritual defeat that's coming with that, because you're feeling like you've always been offered people have offered you love that has been, so I'm just going to say what I heard, bullshit love. Like, it's bullshit love. It's like, this is bullshit. You don't even know what love is. You're just coming in because you like what I have to offer. And that's the energy that's coming here. Yeah, so we have 5 of Cups in the reverse, clarifying the 8 of Cups, like the 4 of Cups, clarifying the 5 of Swords. Interesting, we have a mirroring energy here, right, with both of these. We have the Knight of Wands, clarifying the Star. And we have the 3 of Cups, clarifying the Lover's card in reverse. Thank you, Source. Thank you. I had no idea what these... This is the only one that I knew because it flipped over and I just didn't leave it flipped over when I put it over there, but I didn't know what any of the other ones are. 3, let's start over here, because this is clarifying exactly what I said. This is talking about child neglect. So when you were a child, okay, neglect is many of things. It doesn't necessarily mean that you didn't have food, or you didn't have clothes, or you didn't have a roof on your head. Neglect can be mental, emotional, physical neglect, right? Like, it can be anything. That even spiritual neglection is a thing. Like, that can affect our journey overall. And so Source clarifying the Lovers with this 3 of Cups in reverse, just showing that the reason you're having these failed partnerships, this could even be friendships. It doesn't have to be love, right? Yes, I know it's called the Lovers, but it doesn't have to be romantic love. Love is huge. It's all encompassing, right? It's a big thing. And to be able to understand that the whole reason that really, I feel like it's like leading up to this one realization that the reason that you've had all these failed relationships has come back to the fact that your family doesn't support you. And the reason your family doesn't support you is because you were the one that supported your family, whether that was mentally, emotionally, physically, or spiritually while you were a child. I know it's hard to support them physically, but you hear about boys who go out at 15, 16 and they get a full-time job, and sometimes they'll leave school and they'll work 2 and 3 jobs just so that they can help pay bills. You know, like, you hear stuff like that really does exist. So I want you guys to understand that this is something that happened at a young age. And this is Cancerian energy, right? You have Cancerian energy, you have Scorpio and Pisces energy. We have a lot of water out on the table here. And it has to do with your home. The reason that you're not able to build a solid home right now is because you're denying this energy, right? Again, intrusion. With the 5 of Cups here, it's like coming out. It's like people who are being intrusive into your business, nosiness. Like, hey, what's pile 1 doing? Let's figure out what pile 1 is doing. Let's find out what pile 1 is doing, because I need to know what pile 1 is doing. Like it's like not only does your family get involved, but I hear your friends, your family's friends, the people who are around your family. So whoever your family talks to, it's like the only thing that your family has to talk about is whatever the hell it is that pile 1 is doing. Like you're probably over there like, my universe revolves around so much more than your lazy ass. Like, you know, I got more to do and I got more to think about than whatever the hell it is that you're doing, right? But yet here's your family doing that thing. All I can think about is what pile 1 is doing. What's pile 1 doing? Are they failing? Are they succeeding? Oh, God forbid that they succeed. Let me go and tell all my friends that pile 1 is just being a lazy, no good, you know, whatever. And you're probably over here like, damn, and then they never introduce you to their friends. Like, I'm sorry, but that just came through swinging. Like, it's like they never introduce you to their friends because there's a fear there. And the fear is just, it's because it's the truth. If they introduce you to their friends, their stories will unravel, right? So what's happening? Well, something changes for you emotionally. It's like you go from this refusal energy. It's like, this is resistance. This is you being like, nope, I'm going to be my own worst enemy, right? Again, this is energy of not being able to commit to yourself and being committed to this energy of family rather. And you realize, wait, this isn't bringing me emotional stability. I've been so committed. Look, you have 3, 4, and 5 of cups out here, right? It's like I've been so emotionally unfulfilled my whole life. What fills me up? What makes me happy? What makes me stable? What gives me life? And it's like in that moment, you realize, holy crap, it's this with the Knight of Wands here. You're like looking at this past situation, whatever it is. It could have been your whole life. It could have been one incident. Okay, don't limit yourself. Like, let yourself heal wholly from whatever it is. But it's like you realize, wow, like it's been a problem. Like this has been a problem. And it's like you're more concerned about being emotionally stable in this new moon, and you're putting a block towards your family. It's like you're basically saying, no more. I can't do this. I don't want to play this game anymore. I don't want to play how you guys play, because wow, that just came out full. Did you guys see how that flew out of the deck? I mean, come on, let's be real here. Yeah, I'm just going to take that one because that, like, and I love it because Orca Songlines talks about generational curses, number 30, right? And isn't that funny? 3 and 30. Like, come on, guys. I can't make this stuff up. Like, I can't. I'm sorry. Like, just, Source never ceases to amaze me. Never. Not once. Not once. So this card flying out again, here you are. It's like your ancestors are coming down to remind you to reconnect to your inner child here. And that's something that you really are taking seriously over this new moon period. It's like, what really fulfills me? And I think you're going to start doing something that makes you feel like a child again. And they want you to, like, they want you to focus on that, because that's going to bring you strength and clarity. Okay, these two are falling out, so I'll take them. And it's in this that you begin to understand the depth of how this wound has affected not just your relationships. Wow, okay, I'm just going to take those. Not just your relationships. Look, and then we have foundation on the bottom. Consider your foundation. Look at how committed you are to love. This is the home card for me, right? Because your home is your foundation, right? And you talk about stable foundations here with this 4 of Cups. And it's like you guys are really truly honoring the fact that this journey isn't about everybody that's around you. I think for a long time, maybe you guys have been trying to impress others, right? I feel like you guys have maybe tried to impress others, like, oh, what it is that I'm doing. Okay, I heard you. What it is that's going on and how I feel. And like, it's like, don't you guys understand? You know, again, that energy coming in, it's like, why can't you be those families that I see on TV? It's because your family, your bloodline is not on the journey that you're on. And this is hard, pile 1. It's like, I get this too. Like, I understand how this goes. Sometimes you just have to let go of what you thought could be and open up to the possibility of what can be, right? Yeah, earth magic. This is, again, nurturing energy coming in, but they're saying to spend time out in nature. Like, don't be afraid to go outside. I mean, it's been really cold here, so I haven't gone outside in a few days myself, so a reminder, right? But, you know, not being afraid to, even if you just go and sit out on the porch, like, that can change your view. Yeah, I have to take my, actually, I shouldn't say I haven't been out in a few days, but I have to take my new dog out and all the time. And so I stand out there in the trees and I play around with her because she gets so damned excited. She's a pity. And this card talks about giving love to an animal, to a tree, to something that is nature in itself, right? Like something that is unconditional love, so that you can see what love is back. And I bring this story up because that's something that I have experienced with her, is just being able to give her love and to see how she opens up and lights up just at the idea and the prospect of love. And that's what you wanted from your family. You just, that's it. It was simple. That's simple, right? You're like, how simple is that? It's so simple. But they're not capable of giving that to you. Do you understand? Like, they're not capable of opening up to that. Yeah, look, and your instinct is coming out. So we have wolf coming in. Wolf is a strength animal, power animal. This is somebody that has good intuition, and you're realizing that. And I feel like this has been a large mountain for you to climb, and there's been a lot of ups and downs, and there's been a lot of good things and bad things that have happened to you along the way. And there's been times when you had felt like you had no clarity at all, but it's like, I'm still following my instinct, and I just don't feel the clouds lifting. I don't feel things turning. And it's like Source is saying, like, keep hanging on, because it's like, this is, so you're an onion, okay? Yeah, we're going to use the Shrek terminology here. It's like the layers of the onion, and you're peeling them off, and you've been peeling them off one at a time, one at a time, one at a time. Well, as you get to the core of that, it's almost like it's harder to peel them off because they're getting smaller and tighter, right? And it's like, that's where you're at. You're in this place in the center of the onion where it's like trying to peel off these little layers. And that's, you know, I don't think we ever stop peeling away pieces of ourselves, because we always learn something. But it's like, don't give up. Source is saying, don't give up, because you're in a place of power right now, and your ancestors are guiding you. Like, you have guidance right now. You have beautiful guidance. You could have fairies that are guiding you. You might have wolf as a power animal for yourself. You might be a wolf totem. Whatever it is, though, it's like, this is coming out to say that you have direct guidance, and you're listening to your instinct. Your intuition is what's going to bring clarity through this situation. And overall here, what you're bringing in for this Scorpio new moon is you're going to learn what it is that makes you passionate and happy in life. And it's funny, because when you become passionate about who you are, suddenly you guys have material gain, wealth, things that your family never even could have imagined. I mean, I'm sure everybody tried to imagine, but it's not something that they could have ever actually imagined holding in their hand, tangible. And you're going to be the one that does that. So we have number 35, which is 8. Funny, because it's going to be right here underneath the 8 of Cups. It says, speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change your own life, or to change lives, including your own. Now, with this, I always think about the 5 different love languages. What is it? It's touch, affirmation. I don't remember them all, guys. Can you help me out? Anyways, I feel like that's the thing. It's like figuring out your own love language and not being afraid to express that, even to people who might not deserve your love. But, you know, with love, we always have to show love, even when we don't want to, right? Like, that's something that is so powerful about coming into an unconditional love on this journey. And this is about opening up your heart chakra. And I feel like that is what's happening for you in this time. You're transforming into this being of feeling like a victim. Rather, you're coming into a space of becoming empowered and knowing that you're the one that empowers yourself. And 8 is the number of luck. It's like you go from being stuck in this family situation to realizing that you are your own, or abundance. I'm sorry, the number of abundance. You are your own abundance, and you get to experience that how you deem worthy and choose. Yes. Yes, I love this. I love this. Okay, we have miracles and blessings. It says everything has its gift. This is the number 13, which is 4. Again, stability, protection coming out, that foundational growth coming out. It's like once you realize this, like, you're going to be blessed beyond belief. Like, it's like Source is just going to open the floodgates and be like, here you go, pile 1. Like, this is what you've asked for all your life. I love it. We have number 20 coming in. Cougar, North, feminine, fire energy here. You guys could be a fire sign. Dealing with a fire sign, you don't have to be. I am going to read that. I'm not going to hold that up, though, because it is a weird angle for me, okay? But Cougar says, I am Cougar. I give chase fully, expecting to win my prize, which is what you're going after. I am powerful and skillful. I am as at home on rock ledges as in green forests. I possess great cunning and intuition. I am a born leader, challenging the status quo as I circle my prey to discern the best method of attack. I think things out, and when I hone in, I know what I am doing. I act with focused intent. I am clear and methodical. I am balanced, strength, and intuition. Sprinting into your life, I bring courage and strength. I am here to help you acknowledge your ability to lead and take charge in any situation. Leadership requires great insight. You are accountable for your actions. What did I say? You're realizing that your actions matter. Isn't that what I said earlier? I can't with y'all. I can't. Lead with wisdom and reason. Be sure to think all things out and focus your intention before you jump in with all fours. I am genuine. I take charge. I am responsible leadership. And I feel like that's exactly it. You guys are meant to be leaders. So I made these cards. I don't know if you guys know, but I have these come out on another video. But these are brand new. These are my emotional clarifiers. So it's just kind of like an overall emotion that you might be experiencing at this time when the situation does arise. And then I also have the ghetto deck. So that's new. We have the ghetto deck here, right? This is the ghetto deck. And the ghetto bag. We're going to get some messages from the ghetto bag. Of course, we can't leave out the ghetto bag, guys. I'm sorry. We just can't. So, Source, what is the overall emotional clarifier that we need for pile number 1, please? Okay, they want this one. Indignant. Ooh. Okay, so I think this is the energy that you're in right now. Like, indignant. Like, it's like this, how could this have happened to me? It's anger, it's annoyance, it's overwhelm, it's everything all rolled into one, but it's basically this energy of being a victim and saying, how could this all happen to me? How could I have gone through all the things that I've wanted to go, or didn't want to go through, but how come it all happened to me? And that's like Source just saying, like, when you're in this indignant energy, it fuels this interference from people you don't want in your life. It's like just being grateful can take you out of this energy and put you into a place of peace and hope within. And on the bottom we have composed. And I think that I really believe you're trading up indignancy for being composed in your life and being able to approach things better. So yeah, there's just this energy of feeling like the victim, and you're not seeing the bigger picture, is that it was put on your shoulders to heal generational curses, and that's not always the best feeling, right? Like sometimes that's a pain in the ass, to be honest with y'all. But again, that's what I was saying, like you guys are coming into this Empress energy, and that is courage, that is leadership, right? People look up to the Empress because she's so magical and alluring and beautiful, and it's like she knows how to lead people without, with no fear. Like she just knows what she wants in life, and she's not afraid to take it. Okay, so they want me to start here. So, I can't with you all. Okay, so we have struggles equals growth. And this is how you felt. You're like, why did I have to struggle through my life? Why did I have to go through all this? And that's why, because you're meant to grow. Like you're meant to lead the people. Oh, they want me to shuffle. I thought they just wanted me to draw. Nope, they want me to shuffle. Okay, thank you, Source. Yeah, and because you fear the unknown. You fear the unknown. Like, it's like, I feel like you've been indignant because you don't know what's coming next. I really don't feel like this is your normal energy. Like, I feel like this is just dealing with this and also maybe taking on other people's energy at this time. And I feel like it's also too, like, wondering, why the hell did I go through so much struggle? Like, you guys have been through the ringer. And I think that that's hard. Okay, so they want me to stop. Blessings. 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 Look, raised vibration, spiritual growth, new perspective, and letting go of old limiting beliefs, which is exactly what we talked about here. Okay, they want one more. Okay, so stop. Stop. I got you. Oh, oh, thank you, Source. It says thank you for choosing to overcome your struggles, Source. Look, come on, guys. And none of these cards are the same. Like, that's why I'm calling it the ghetto deck. It's not because it's done on these cards. It's because none of these, like, they're not all like related to each other. Like, when I channeled it, it was just whatever came through is what I put. And so it says on the bottom we have stop, rest, reassess where you are going, right? Like, I feel like that does mean something to you. What was, oh, ghetto mess. So we got the ghetto bag. So, Source, what last messages do we have for pile number 1? These have been really intense, and I feel like they're getting longer, but, you know, Source says quality, not quantity, so cool. One more? All right. One more. You want me to start with this one? What do we got? Love is the reason. So, they're just answering, why did you go through all these struggles? Because of love. Because you're bringing love to your family. I don't know if that's going to focus, guys. I have to get it really close. Right, you have to focus on love. It's like you're healing family wounds, and that's not easy, and that comes from being a loving person, right? Like you're different than your family for purpose, and I feel like that's been really hard for you to accept along the way, because it's like you're trying to show your family like, look, I've really struggled with life. And they're like, they don't see it that way. Like, they don't see it that way. They just see you as whoever you are. Like, you're the daughter, you're the son, or you're the granddaughter, the grandson, the nephew, the niece, whatever it is, right? It's like they just see you as they've always seen you. They don't see, even if they see you changed, your transformation, they don't see everything that you've been through. Like, they don't believe it either. Okay, and there's nothing that you can do to make them believe it. Ooh, child. Like, I can't. With this indignant energy coming out, it says this situation requires love, not payback. And I think that that's the energy, again, with that indignation coming out, right? And being indignant, like, that's a want to get revenge. Like, you made me feel this way, and I'm going to get back at you. And Source is saying, like, no, like, it requires love. Like, you've overcome so many struggles. You don't have to prove this to the family and friends that you have. The reason that you went through this is because you are a being of light and love sent to help raise the vibration of the world. Look, and these guys, there's so many messages in here. None of them are the same. And it says you are worthy of loving yourself. Look, all 3 of these coming out with love in them. Like, you guys need to realize that you are spirit children, whatever that is, whether that's starseed energy, whether that's just angelic energy. You guys could be earth angels. You guys could be anything, really. But whatever it is, you are in the chosen. And to be a chosen one is difficult. It's not simple. It's not easy. It's not like a walk in the park. It's probably a walk through hot coals, through the spikes, and figuring out how to jump over this endless freaking, you know, whatever, the Grand Canyon, this bottomless pit, you know, and you feel like you can't do it. And that's just it. It's like Source is saying, like, this is all for purpose. You think it's too weighty, but it's not. And that's what you're transforming. You're coming into a place of realizing it's not about the people around you. It's about you. I love and hate what you do to me. So I feel like this is both you and your family. Like, this is how your family feels about you. And in turn, I feel like this is how you feel about your family. And that's feeding this emotion coming through for you. Again, what I said earlier is this might not just be your energy. This might be you pulling out their energy. Because if you are chosen, likelihood is you're very empathic. And to be empathic means that you're going to carry other people's energies. And I think that's what's coming up for you too, is that you're going to realize it's not for me to carry. Slow down. It's not a race. Exactly. Like Source is saying, like, you're such in a hurry to get to the end destination, to show everybody up, be like, ha, see, I showed you all, like, I proved it to you all. And Source is like, hey, step back. It's all right. This is not a race, because there is no end destination. The destination is death, y'all. Like, let's be real. Let's be real. The destination is death. Because as long as there's breath in your lungs, there's always an opportunity for you to become more expansive and more abundant. Okay? Your sex is on fire. Yeah, you guys are very, very attractive right now, and I don't think you realize it. So, you could have somebody in your life that is you're sleeping with, but I really feel like this is just like everybody around you is just like, whoa, pile one, what happened to you? You ever see a friend after 10 years and they're like, who are you? And you're like, still pile one. And they're like, no, like seriously, what the hell did you do? Did you get surgery? Did you change your life? Like what happened? And you're like, I'm still just the same person, but you're not, because you've obviously done a lot of growth. And I don't think that you necessarily honor that. And that is also coming to fruition for you during this time. Woo! I wouldn't say I don't think you're necessarily sleeping with anybody, but there's a lot of you guys on here that are single, and it is time to mingle. Okay, it is time to mingle. It's time to get out there. Why? Because you are sexy, and I feel like that's going to help build your inner confidence, right? Again, if you want this, if you want this 6 of Cups energy, you got to get out there and realize what it is that you want. Look at this. We have the 10 of Wands, a friendship that's going to be tried and true, but it's going to be stronger. You have the Sun energy coming out on the bottom with that. You guys are bringing to light something and letting go of toxic energy. This is beautiful. This is absolutely intensely beautiful for you guys, and I'm super stoked. I think you guys just really need to focus on giving yourselves more credit for where you are, because the more that you fight your truth, the more you're going to be indignant to life around you, okay? And that's what they're saying. Like, just realize that wherever you are today is leaps and bounds further than when you know, a year ago, right? Okay, let's just start there. And a year ago is leaps and bounds from when you first started this journey. So if a year ago is leaps and bounds from when you started this journey, then wouldn't that mean that today, in this now moment, that you're even further than you were when you were last year, right? So you have to give yourself credit for the amount of work that you've put in, because if you don't, you're just going to be fighting an uphill battle. And it's like basically always feeling like nothing is enough. This isn't enough. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough friends. I don't have enough nothing. Like, and that's a struggle, right? That's a struggle for you, because it's like saying that I have to stay in lack and poverty, which is again a generational curse. Right? It's staying in lack and poverty, saying I have to stay in lack and poverty because that's all I know. And in reality, you guys are coming up into a situation where not even your family can even comprehend the blessings that Source is bringing to you. They're going to think that you just got lucky. Like, so I hear that song. Have you guys ever heard that song? They say that I'm lucky. Lucky, 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 lucky. They say that I'm lucky. And then she goes, but I know I'm blessed. I know I'm blessed. Like, I know that's not exactly how it goes, but that's what she says in the song. She's like, everybody thinks that I'm lucky, and I don't need to go wish on a 4-leaf clover. I don't need to wish upon a star, because I know I'm blessed. Miracles and blessings, like the people who follow you, the people who know you, they're going to be like, oh, pile one's just lucky. Like, we have Union of the Hearts coming out when I split the deck. A love connection that defies explanation. Yeah, you guys are going to get like everything all at once. Like, it's going to be really insane. So keep going. But yeah, you're going to have friends and family that are just going to be like, oh, pile one. Yeah, I don't know how they did it. They're so lazy. Like, they don't do nothing. And I guess they just got lucky. And you're going to be over there like, bitch, I wake up and say thank you for everything I got every damn day. While you're over there complaining about the nice ride that you can't afford, and you're complaining because you can't afford it, but you still went and bought it, guess what I do? I wake up in the morning and say thank you for the car that I have a title to that might not be as nice as yours, but guess what? I ain't got no payments on it, and that bitch gets me back and forth to wherever I need to go. I'm waking up every day saying thank you for the food that's on my table while you're over there complaining about how you can't afford to eat out at 5-star restaurants. I'm over here saying thank you for the roof over my head while you're complaining about not having a mansion. I'm over here saying thank you for the shower I'm able to take while you're complaining about not having enough hot water or whatever it is. You see what I'm saying? These are just examples, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like you're over there like people just don't get it. And why don't they get it? Because to be on this journey, pile one, it is not for the lighthearted. And I say that a lot, but I want you guys to understand, it is not for the lighthearted. We have Jekyll, number 44, Truth coming out. Truth, Jekyll. Look, Source saying, this is, I created you. Not to be a cut above the rest, but to be able to withstand and to grow because of the situations brought into your life. And look, we had number 2, the moon, the grass moon, Taurus, Pot's child coming out. Again, childhood wounding coming through. So we have 22 together here, right? So again, just reiterating that that's what's been keeping you from your emotional fulfillment. And even though we have no coins out on the table, your material abundance, right? But it's like people don't realize, like they really think that people who glow up, okay, like let's just be real. They think people who glow up just hit some kind of weird ass lottery, right? I didn't go and buy a lottery ticket. I freaking had to overcome all the worst parts of myself. I had to overcome all the things in my life that held me back. I had to face head on every one of my fears. When my ego said I can't, I had to say I can. People don't do that stuff, guys. Like they just don't. Like they really think what it is that you do is easy, but let's just be real. Like you're going to be a leader. Why are you going to be a leader? Because you're going to show people how to do it. Whatever it is that you're doing, keep doing it. Keep healing yourself. Keep finding yourself, right? You're already whole and complete. It's not like you're broken. What is happening is you're realizing it's all about perspective. That's what it comes down to. It's about your perspective. And your perspective can either harm you, or it can hinder you, or it can help you. Nothing else, right? Wow, I was not I did not want to do a 3-hour long reading, but whatever, guys. That went a lot longer than I planned on, but I really hope this helps you out. I love you guys so very much. I'm sending out so much light and love. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below. And until next time, go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Until we meet each other next time. Peace out. I love y'all. Bye. Ay, Sinor. Okay, pile number 2. For those of you that chose this dice here with the number 6 on it, we have 6 coming in with balance and harmony. Seeing yourself through the eyes of the divine. Seeing yourself as a being of light and love. Finding that inner peace. Inner peace is my goal. That's a great affirmation to have every morning. Inner peace is my goal, because finding peace within is what brings peace without. And you realize that there's no outside situation that can control your inner world as long as you don't allow it to. With this dark blue here, this is telling me to listen to your intuition and to do what is best and most accurate for you to come into a place of balance within yourself. You know exactly what you want. I feel like there's a spiritual growth that's about to happen for you too during the Scorpio new moon. And I feel like that spiritual growth is really truly coming into a place of reconnecting with your third eye and your throat chakra is what I hear. And being able to really effectively communicate, not what you want, this is deeper than that, to be able to communicate what it is that you see beyond the spiritual realm. This is being able to communicate what you see beyond, you know, what's out here. It's like seeing through the silver lining, seeing through the curtain, seeing through the veil. And you're going to be able to effectively communicate that to people. So whether you guys have mediumship abilities, or if you guys are clairsentient, clairaudient, clairvoyant, and what's the other one? There's another one. Anyways, guys, whatever it is, you guys are going to be able to effectively show people, not in the I was always right. It's like you're going to be able to show people and help people with these gifts. So, and even if you don't have that, you guys could be very serious healers. And this is coming into a place of balance within yourself and seeing yourself through the eyes of the divine, knowing that this is a gift and not a burden. And it's just that whatever it is that you guys are doing, whatever gifts you have, it's just knowing that it's not a burden, that it is a gift. That is what gives you true ability to become successful in your life, right? It's not even about, this isn't even necessarily about money. I don't know what your cards are yet, so we'll find out. But this is truly about coming into a place of knowing that you are already abundant as you are in this now moment, because you have guides, you have angels, you have ancestors walking with you, and you have Source standing at your back. The universe has your back. That's what I heard. So, all right, let's see what's coming in. Boom. I can't with you all. I did not know what these cards are. I can't. So if you guys watch me for any amount of time, you guys probably, she's like, is she serious right now? No, like, I just get so excited because it's like, if you guys watch the intro to my video, you'll understand. And I put it on this video, so it's just like, you're going to understand if you watch that intro. So after you watch this reading, you're welcome to go back but I don't want to reiterate it because I'm already at way more time than I expected. So we have the Ace of Coins coming out in the upright. We have this, ooh, the Six of Swords coming out in the reverse. Okay, boom. What did I say? Sorry guys, I'm so excited. I just can't right now with the Ace of Wands. We got two aces on the board. You got the Popes and the Ace of Wands over here. Look, I can't with you all. What did I say? This is about being successful, and we start off with the Ace of Coins in the upright. Abundance. Monetary abundance. I said I didn't know this was in monetary abundance or not. Well, I have to see what the cards say. Boom, here comes the Ace of Coins. Ripping it out. Guess what, y'all? You're about to make some kind of physical manifestation, right? So I know everybody says it's money, but the Coins cards represent anything that is physical on this earth. So that could be a relationship, a family, a house, a car. That could be a business. That could be money. It could be, you know, being able to. So I just heard to launch a starter business. Like, I really just heard that. I don't know where that came from, but for some of you guys, I guess. So, and I think that there's this energy that's coming in where you're still dealing just a little bit with insecurities. You're dealing a little bit with insecurities, and you're realizing, so what's transforming for you in this Scorpio new moon is that you're realizing to, boom, trust your intuition. What did I say? This dice is giving me the energy for you to connect with your third eye and your throat chakra. And then we have the Popes coming out, and she is the epitome of intuition. Like, that's it. She's the high priestess. Like, she is the one that everybody goes to. And in my deck, she has such an interesting story too, because it's like, we live in a patriarchal society. So for those of you that are men, just hear me out on this story for just a minute, because it means that you guys are embodying a divine feminine energy right now, which is beautiful. To be in a patriarchal society and to embody your divine feminine is so rare, even for women who are usually divine feminines. But again, it does not matter our gender. Okay, it does not. But what's going on here, it's like, for so long you've denied yourself and tried to do things a certain way. And so here she is showing, she was a pope, okay? The Popes, this is Joan Pope, right? Like, she was Joan, I can't remember her last name right now. I'll have to look it back up. But the thing is that she was asked to become a pope, and she had to hide under her robes. She had to hide herself. She had to hide every aspect of who she was. But because she was so spiritually connected and she was so profoundly accurate, they asked her to become the next pope. And the reason that she stopped being pope is because she got pregnant, and they ended up stoning her and her baby to death. Okay, like, this is the story. It's a very intense story. The whole reason that the Popes is here, right? It's like, you're hiding in plain sight. That's what I get from that. Like, you're hiding in plain sight, and people don't realize it, but there's still this energy around you that you're like, this is being in an energy of self-sabotage. And you're not quite yet looking at that, because you're looking at it over here like you're scared, guys. A scared came out right now. Cool. You're scared to rock the boat. Like, you want people to see you as this beautiful flower here in the center, but it's like, as you stay in this energy, you're not realizing that you're your own worst enemy, trying to impress this upon other people. And like I said, there's this energy coming through right now where you guys are truly going to be able to help others with your gifts, whatever they are. You know, like with the Popess coming out, this could very well be just being an intuitive person. You could be a seer. You could be what's that word? Soothsayer? Yeah, I think that's the right word. You could be a soothsayer. You could be a dreams interpreter. You could just be Reiki, a healer. You could be somebody who sees energy. You could be somebody who heals energetically, right? Like, there's so many things that this could relate to. And again, it is a general reading, but the thing is that you're reading too much into this energy here that's keeping you in a state of unbalanced energy, right? For the Six of Swords to come out in the reverse, and you guys had number 6 as to pick your pile. Whoa, okay, you want these? I mean, I'll take them. That's cool. So we're gonna do this. It's like basically saying you're more concerned about outside circumstances than you are about finding the truth in yourself. And Source is trying to point out here that when you find the truth in yourself and you embrace the fact that these are not burdens that they've given you. You were created this way for purpose, because so much of the world is asleep right now, pile 2. And the awakening that we're about to have, it's about to be a rude awakening. Like, it's that some people are going to be okay with it, and there are going to be people who will resist it tooth and nail until the end. Okay, and right now you're in this resistance energy because I feel like you're taking on other people's energy around you who don't see things the same way you do. What do we got? Look. I can't with you all. We got the 6 of Swords and the upright on the bottom. Finding that harmony, that balance, learning that you are your own worst enemy or your own best friend. It's like you come out of this energy and you realize, like, why am I hiding who I am? Who gives a shit? Like, if I am this way, I'm this way. I can't control it. Nobody's going to throw you in an institution. Nobody's going to send you off away anymore like they used to years and years ago. No, like, we're in a day and age now where you can be proud of who you are and own who you are. And it's like coming into this place of just honoring. Like, it's really about honoring, like, pride aside. Like, let's just honor the fact that you're a chosen one from Source. Like, that, hello, that's a huge deal. There's going to be millions of people who say they're the chosen. Okay? Whether you guys are watching this or not, I just want you to understand, there are going to be millions who say, I am a chosen one. But at the end of the day, what matters is what you do behind closed doors. Who was she behind closed doors? She was a female. She was a female who made it in a man's world. Okay, like, that is a huge thing, because nobody knew who she was when she went in and took her robe off. That's what Source is saying here. What you do behind closed doors when no one else is looking, that's what matters. You're not just saying it. In fact, you're one of the ones that's like, you know you have gifts, but you don't want people to know that you have gifts. And Source is saying it's time to be awoke. It's time to let your gifts wake others. It's time to be the leader. It's time for you to step up. And you're going to come into this realization of that. And then I think you're going to let go of this energy of being your own worst enemy. We have the 4 of Wands in the reverse. Ooh, yeah. We have the 5 of Swords in the reverse and Emperor coming out right here. 4 is a very powerful number for you guys. So is 6. And 10 coming out is completion. So again, there's this energy of letting go. Letting go of the stalemate, letting go of the things that are holding you back, just allowing yourself to release what's no longer yours. And part of that is coming from a state of romantic frustration for you too, because I feel like with this 4 of Wands here, it's like maybe you're with somebody who really puts you down for who you are. And why is that? Because you have an Emperor. Like, let me just tell you this. You are the Popess. Man or woman, it doesn't matter. But you have an Emperor who's coming, a divine masculine who's coming. And this is saying you're romantically frustrated, right? It's like you're romantically frustrated because you want your Emperor. So you might be with somebody right now that is a karmic situation, just a healing situation, right? Somebody that is helping you overcome certain things, i.e. this belief that what you have isn't real. Like, I keep getting this feeling like you're like, it's not real, it's not real, it's not real. It's like, it's just a coincidence. And Source is over here like, look, pile 2. If I wanted you to be a coincidence, I'd have made you as a coincidence. I made you as one of my chosen. Okay, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, right now we're in a day and age where everybody's like, oh, I'm the chosen one. And it's like, I'm sorry, guys. Like, if I really am sorry to say this, but this is some blunt ass honesty right now, right here, right in your face. Okay? No, not all of those people are the chosen ones. It's so many people who are saying it because it's to deter you from your path. It's like, how many, okay, all right, here we go. Let's talk about the same-sex relationships, right? How many people are truly lesbian or truly gay? Or let's think about it on a grander scale. How many people became lesbian and gay because real lesbians and gays were coming out? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, there's this is maybe a really weird example, but that's the best way that I can explain it, because it's like there are people who truly are, and then there are the people who follow. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Do not trust everybody that says I'm a chosen one, and don't open up to them like that. Use your intuition. You are the high priestess. Trust yourself and trust that what you have, pile 2, is something that's worth exploring. Am I going to say this is for everybody who watches pile 2? Well, I hope so. I would say I hope so. I hope y'all a chosen one, but there is a handful of you guys out there that this is truly that confirmation for, and you know exactly what it is that I'm talking about. Because there's a lot of people who watch these readings, and you know, it's cool. It's cool. I'm not saying not to watch readings. Like, if they help you through your day, that's good. But just the understanding that there are some people who've been on this journey for a long time who have gone under the knife of what it is for spiritual growth. And there are so many people who say that they have, and yet when you go into their home and you see them behind closed doors, all they're doing is watching YouTube, watching Netflix. They're going and partying with their friends. They don't do any shadow work. They don't do any gratitude. They don't spend time with Source. They don't spend time in prayer. They don't spend time in meditation. They don't take care of their bodies. Like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of people who say they do and they don't. So this message is for those of you that do. And if you don't, this might not be the pile for you, because I'm about to get real blunt. I'm about to be real honest up in here. Okay? I always bring honesty, but I'm about to be real honest with y'all. Okay? Because here's the deal. It's like you guys have had failed relationship, whether that's friendship, family member, therefore, like, you guys are loners. Whoever I'm talking to on this, you guys are loners, and you've been alone, and you feel alone, and you feel outcasted, and you feel like you don't belong. And the reason you feel like you don't belong is because of this gift that you're wearing on your shoulders. And you bear it as a weight of the world. And you bear it like it's not anything that anybody should know about it. And you think that it's something that's to be disgraced, and it's something to be disgusted by. And they're saying that, no, I made you this way because you're to bring something beautiful to the world. And in turn, when you accept who you are, we have somebody who's going to see the truth of you. And that is where the glory comes. Because you guys are going to have a friendship or relationship or a soul tribe friend who comes in, and people are going to be like, how do you guys just get along that way? Like, you're going to have that kind of connection that people are jealous of. Why? Because they're going to get you because they understand. Chosen understand the chosen. Okay, it's not often that you find another person who's a chosen. You find people who are frauds. I'm sorry, you just do. And so you have been in this energy right here of trying to figure out how to fit in with everybody else that doesn't even understand what it is that you are. Okay, and that's why it's been hard for you to, if they don't understand what or who you are, how could you understand and know what or who you are? It's hard for you to do that. Why? Because you're in this energy of trying to impress others. You're trying to show others. You're trying to be there with others. And so you've refused to change because you've been hurt so many times. You're like, why should I embrace this gift? This is what I hear. Why should I embrace this gift when all it's left me with is misery and brokenheartedness? And Source says, because it's all that misery and brokenheartedness that is bringing you into a space of me bringing you somebody that is going to protect you. A masculine. This is a masculine energy coming in. And it could be a woman. This is just divine masculine energies. This is somebody who's coming in that's going to be like, look, y'all going to mess with pile number 2. Guess what? You're going to get the shaft with me. They're going to rain down holy terror and hell on somebody if they come up and mess with y'all. Okay, like it's not going to be a bad jealousy type of energy. This is an energy of like, look, if you guys don't trust what pile 2 has, if you don't trust the gift that pile 2 has, get the hell out. Do you see what I'm saying? Like they're coming in and they're going to be like, look, y'all don't know what you're talking about. Stop being your jealous ass selves and get out. You can either learn from her or him, or you can move on. And that's the energy like this. So when I pick up this card, like I get a, don't you dare mess with my pile 2s. Like it's this energy coming in like, y'all better move the hell on. Like it's a very intense energy with this card right now. It's intense. It's super intense, but this is stability for you. This is somebody that's going to come in and create a foundation for you to realize your potential, to realize who you are, to realize that you do have something beautiful to offer, even if you've been denying yourself, which is what you've been doing. And Source is saying, when you realize this and you own who you are, you're going to be on the path to a positive outcome. This is energy of you being the koi fish in the pond and outgrowing the pond that you're in. You're outgrowing it. You need to jump out of this tank that you're in. It's too small for you. These people are too small-minded for you. These people, 1:11 on the clock when I said that. It was 1:11:01. That was crazy. I just happened to look over and that's what it said. So these people are too small-minded for you. They obviously are, because they're keeping you in an energy of not wanting to change. Because you see everybody else having family and friends and you go to gatherings and yet you're over there sitting in the corner by yourself wondering, why does nobody want to talk to me? Because you don't accept yourself. You don't accept yourself because no one else in your family or circle has accepted who you are. Who cares? I accept you. Do you need me to say that? Because I'm going to tell you, I accept you. And I understand exactly what you're going through. And I understand how hard this is. And it's frustrating. But let me tell you, Pile 2, you're a beautiful individual soul. And with your power and your strength that you have been blocking for so long, when you embody that empowerment, that self-empowerment, you are untouchable. Untouchable. The sun is going to be shining through you, dear one. Let it happen. Why? Because Source promised you. Source promised you. Promised you. Promised you wealth. Promised you love. Promised you somebody. Somebody. This is divine partnership. And that doesn't necessarily mean romantic love. Don't get it twisted. Oh, divine partnership. All right, my divine masculine's coming. No, you could have a divine masculine that's just a part of your soul tribe coming in and being like, look, don't y'all mess with my pile 2s. Right? The witch and the warlock. I heard that right now. I seriously heard that. It's like you're the witch and they're the warlock. And they're going to be the ones that cast a curse on anybody if they mess with y'all, because they're willing to take that karma to the next life. They're willing to take that burden to the next life just to ensure that you fulfill your purpose. What's transforming for you in the Scorpio new moon? Honoring and owning who you are, but you got to do it first, because you do have this card behind you showing that it is very easy for you to step into a place of self-sabotage because you're so damn concerned about what these other people are doing. Boom! When Source comes in swinging like this, guys, we have Jaguar release number 9, bringing this, that's it, closing the cycle, bringing it to a close, saying like, I'm not doing this anymore, I'm not playing this no more, I'm not letting it affect me like that no more. I'm going to release the people, the love, the situations that do not serve me anymore. I'm going to let them go. Look at how she's in this water getting renewed as this power animal is behind her. This, I love that this card came out, because this is the energy that I get from this. This is your masculine. Okay, this is your, whoever the masculine, again, not love. We're not talking in terms of romantic love. We're talking in terms of somebody who's going to be in your court as you move forward. Could it be romantic later on? Absolutely. But I want you guys to understand this. Do not look at this as a romantic love. Look at this as somebody who's coming in as a protector. This is somebody who's coming in as your worldly guard, bodyguard, y'all. Look at that. She's got her head down while she's taking care of herself. And here comes this jaguar like, y'all want to mess with me? It's cool. Let's go. Let's go. The walking embodiment of a spirit guide is what I heard. So you guys have somebody that's going to come in that's going to help you guys honor who you are, because there's something gorgeous about your energy. And then look at what came out on the bottom of the deck. Your intuition. Goddess Bastet walking with you. You've got the cats. Black cats might mean something to you. There's 3 of them on here. 3, the number of creation, the number of your angels being with you. We have 10 coming out with the 37 card here. Your intuition is what is going to complete this cycle. It's not this person. This person is just coming in to give you that extra boost that you need and to ward off any evil spirits, because you have something very precious. Okay, you have something that is incredibly precious. It's a gem in a pile of coal. Let me tell you that. It's a gemstone that's in a pile of coal, because you're surrounded by freaking coal. Moving on. Moving on. Let it go. Let it go. You don't need to deal with those people. If they don't see your value, please, pile 2, look into your own value. And I feel like that's exactly what's going to come up for you in this new moon, is that you're going to realize that, wow, what I have is real. You see how that flew out? Boom! You've only touched the tip of the iceberg. You've only touched the tip of the iceberg. You guys do not understand the depth of your powers. What is happening for you in the Scorpio new moon is like you're going to see just... So now instead of 10%, you're going to see like 12%. And that extra 2%, you're going to be like, holy crap! What's going on? And Source is like, oh, just you wait, number 2. Just you wait. Just you wait. Let me show you another 2%. Oh, let me throw in 5% over here. And you're going to be like, I didn't think this could get any crazier or better, whatever, you know? And Source is like, yes, because you're unique. You're unique. And you have to own your uniqueness. Like, you can't be over here afraid that everybody's going to judge you. I'm going to tell you, pile 2, people are going to judge you and people are going to admire you. What do you choose? Are you just going to let the judgment of others keep you in a cage, in a box, in a mental prison? You're miserable trying to impress these people. Like, let's just be real. Look, this is going to be a passion for you. You have a lot of passion in your soul. A lot of passion, and it's dying to get out. And it's like, here you are, the center. Look, it's like everything is black around you, right? And here you are, the center of attention, the one that's lighting up the show. Because that's what you're meant to do. There's nobody else on this card. Why? Because you're the one that's a star. Get out and be your star. Whatever that is. Look, clarity. Clarity is coming. Fog, veiled. It's like the sun comes out and it lifts the fog off the ground so you can see again. Right? It's like this energy of like, yeah, you might not have been able to see up until now, but that's okay. The clarity is coming and embracing your powers and not being your own worst enemy. Because there's this energy that y'all really don't give yourself the time of day. Like, I think you really go home and you judge yourself. Why can't I be like Susie Q? Why can't I be like Bobby Joe? Why can't I be like, you know, Miss Murda? Why can't I be like Georgie 2? Like, 2-step? Like, who cares? You know, that doesn't matter. Oh. Okay, I'm not going to show you guys that just yet. I'm going to put it right here, though, because I am going to flip that over and show you guys what came out on the bottom. Oh, wow, we had more cards that come out for you guys. Okay. So we have like attracts like. If you long to be more loving, be more loving. And I think this starts with you. Okay, I really get this energy that this starts with you. Connecting with your crown chakra and source. Because you need to embrace that energetic light and love that's within you. It's like fighting yourself and in fighting that energy and fighting what's good for you. It's like, 2, trusting the process, trusting, like, look at how she's holding herself. She's holding herself. She's holding herself. Like, this comes into self, right? This is like going within and realizing that you're a beautiful individual and you're deserving of the love that you desire. Yeah, maybe it's been a struggle. Maybe there's been a lot that's happened to you, pile 2, but it's all happened with purpose. It's all happened for you to come into this moment of empowerment, self-empowerment, and realizing that you're a beautiful gift. And part of that is going to be fueled by whoever this masculine energy is that's coming in. It's like you guys could be the best of friends and they're going to stand by you through thick and thin. I love this. We have the 40 card. Again, 4 coming out. 444 on the table now. Be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. Again, here's the dark of night, and here she is seeing all the possibilities that can happen. You have all these planets up here, and then this beautiful ice castle in the back, which is so symbolic that we got iceberg here, right? Because it's like, again, showing you that you barely touched the tip of the surface. It's like you haven't even gone into the reality of what you could be. And it's like Source is just showing you, it's like whatever it is that you're passionate about, fall into that and then dream of what that could mean for your future. Even if you don't know, dream about the future that you want and then be in this present moment with your gift right now, right? The only thing that I can liken this to, pile 2, is exactly like this, what we're doing right now. Dream of the future, right? I read tarot. I dream of the future every day. To be present is when I come on these videos and I create these videos. Okay, like that is the simplest explanation that I can give you guys. It truly is. But there's this energy of really connecting with your crown chakra. Again, we have crown chakra, throat chakra, and third eye chakra coming through here. And then this is so imperative for you guys. We have the number 29, which is 11. It says forgiveness. Nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments. And I feel like that's exactly why you judge yourself, because there's been so many people who have said something about you, said something to you. Maybe you've heard people say something really crude about what it is that you do. And Source is just saying, like, you can't hold on to those grudges, because those grudges are what keep you from your gift. Your gift is inspired and activated by divine love. And divine love is not judgmental. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is all-encompassing. Love is something that allows us to be free, to be who we are without judgment, right? And then look, so I don't want you guys to get super excited about this, okay? Because this might not be this individual, but we had the union of hearts coming out on the bottom, a love connection that defies explanation. What I feel like, and this is the number 28 card, right? So number 10, a completion. I feel like when you guys finally get this person in your life that's going to stand beside you and just honor who you are, you're going to open yourself up to the love that you've been desiring all this time. And it could be this person, but also keep in mind and be okay with the fact that it might not be this person. Don't spend your time in this energy of waiting for love. Rather, just know that if I do what I do, Source has got me. Source has got me. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to worry about it anymore. I don't have to worry about people judging me anymore. I don't have to worry about people saying nasty, crude things to me anymore, because I got somebody who's going to be there with me through thick and thin, who sees me as the divine individual that I am, who sees me as the creator that I am, and who sees my gifts and doesn't judge my gifts, but rather spends time in awe of them. So we have number 59 coming out, which is 14. Transformation. That's the transformation energy, right? So we have East, Feminine, Spring, Child, and Fire. Yeah, so this could be family that has done this to you guys. This is energy of you guys. Isn't that interesting? I drew that from the middle of the deck, and 58 came out on the bottom. We have Masculine, Foot Chakra, and Earth. So staying grounded is very, very imperative for you guys. Like finding time to ground yourself, whether that's through yoga, meditation, walking out barefoot in nature. I know it's winter time here where I'm at, so you know, if y'all are brave like that, that's cool. That's cool. More power to you, pile 2. But let's see what does East say. East says, I'm the East, I'm the dawn, I am the morning. It is within me that the sun is born. I bring illumination, creativity to your path each day. I am springtime, a time of new growth and beginnings. Yeah, you're about to run into a new beginning with this Scorpio new moon, let me tell y'all. The bright yellow fire of my morning light lifts you beyond the mundane to a spiritual path of strength and intellectual growth. Quietly contemplate the child within and consider new possibilities. There's an inner need to share with others and to find things in common. What did I say? When you guys accept yourself, then you're going to open yourself to have somebody come in who's going to be accepting of you. Communication with others and with yourself should be as clear as my morning light. You can't just look. You must truly see. I am originality. I am clarity. I am the message. I am the fire within. Again, fire coming out. Fire coming out. Fire energy here, right? Beautiful. Let's get an overall energetic. So these are my emotional clarifying cards, right? So I'm going to get one of these to see where you're at energetically right now. What's your emotions? What's going on? How you feel in this moment? You might not even realize it. You know, So after I made these cards, I did a draw for myself, and I sat there and I stared at it, and I was like, huh, I didn't even realize I was feeling that. But now that it came out, yeah, I totally see where I'm feeling that. It was really crazy. It was cool. So Source wanted me to do these. Okay, so they want this one. Look at this. Satisfied. So if you're not in a space of satisfaction right now, you're about to step up into a place of satisfaction, which is beautiful. And, oh my God, pile 2, I freaking love you. Can I just say I love you with modest on the bottom? Like, you guys are humble, modest people. Like that's why I think it's almost like this energy of why me? Like, I keep getting this sense of, like, why me? Why is it me, Source? Why did you choose me? Like, why wasn't it Susie down the street? Why wasn't it Billy over across the way? Why wasn't it Bobby down the road? Why wasn't it Robert up the street? You know, like, it's you're, like, in this energy of why is it me? And when you finally understand that it is you and you accept that it is you, then you're going to come into this place of being like, oh, like, it just is. It's just me. Okay, so I heard stop. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, okay, so there might be somebody in your life. Like I said, you guys could be in a relationship, but it's not working out for you. So it says, yes, you love them, but they're emotionally unavailable. So the love that you're giving away right now, you're giving away in vain. It's unfortunate, but yeah, you're giving it away in vain because this person is not able to love you the way that you want them to love you. And so it's just kind of like, again, coming back to self, coming back to a place of focusing on yourself and realizing that like attracts like, but you have to come into that place of honoring yourself first. Okay, so yes, I love that this one came out. We have blessings, raised vibration, spiritual growth, a new perspective, letting go of old limiting beliefs. So if you really want to break down what's happening for you in the Scorpio new moon, that's really what's going on. You guys are getting blessings. And again, blessings aren't necessarily monetary. You know, I'm really sick and tired of everybody saying, oh, your blessings is your money. Like, no, your blessings is so much more than that. Shoot, a blessing could be as simple as being able to have a warm meal for dinner tonight. Like, let's just be real, you know, like, let's stop thinking it's all about money. Study ancient wisdom. You will begin to find your own answers. Yeah, so Source coming in saying you have occult knowledge. You have ancient wisdom within you. You guys have something within you that's destined to be shared with others, and it will start to unravel the more that you start studying, you know, whatever that is. That could be Wicca. It could be, it could be voodoo. It could be anything, guys. Like, there's tons of stuff. It could just be Hermeticism. I've studied so much Buddhism. There's whatever you guys think. It could even be yogic beliefs and practices. You know, like, just honestly, guys, it's just saying, like, you need to study these things. Okay, which one was it? Oh, that one. Okay, thank you. Ooh, okay. So here we go again with this, whatever this connection is that you're in. It says this connection is strictly bringing you sexual healing. Yeah, so the connection that you're currently thinking about or that's currently on your mind, it's just bringing you sexual healing. Like, there's not much more to it than that. It's like, again, with that romantic frustration coming out, there's definitely a lot of sexual energy on the table here. I feel like that's how you've thwarted your own efforts, is believing that people love you when they're actually emotionally unavailable. And that's okay. Look, and then we have nothing feels better than this. I love that this came out on the bottom because it's like, I feel like you realizing, it's like you're letting this go. Sorry, guys, my dog is in here crying. She hears other dogs outside barking. You're realizing that you owning your own energy and your strength, nothing feels better than that. Nothing feels better than that. All right. So this is the ghetto deck. We've got the emotional clarifier, and then we're going to grab some last messages from the ghetto bag. So, okay, those, a few more. So this one's a few more. One more. Okay, well, there we go. All right, so they want me to start over here. I'm going to stack these up over here, guys. Okay. Okay, so what do we got? This is weird. This came out in the first pile, too. It says, this situation requires love, not payback. Yeah, so I feel like with whoever it is that you're dealing with over here, it's like kind of like this energy of wanting to pay them back for them falsifying how they felt. Excuse me, I have to take a drink. My water bottle makes noise, so. And Source is just saying, like, you're meant to be a being of light and love. And to be a being of light and love, you have to truly forgive. You have to forgive the situation. You have to forgive what's going on. You carry a heavy burden. Let go and let source. Yeah, what did I say at the beginning? Like, you guys carry your gift like a huge burden, the weight of the world on your shoulders. And it's just time to let it go. Like, it's a gift. It's not a burden. It's a gift. And sometimes I know when you've been treated a certain way all your life, it feels like it's a burden because it's like nobody understands where I'm coming from. Nobody sees what it is that I go through. Nobody understands how I feel. But you understand how everybody else feels because you're probably very empathic. Regardless of your gift, you have the gift of empathy, being empathic, being able to read people's emotions. And that's what's so hard for you because like it's easy for you to read another's emotions, but at the same time, no one can read yours. Spring, rebirth. Okay, so I did not put these in here for a time frame. I just want you guys to understand that. These are not here for a time frame. Although spring could mean something to you. Maybe you have a birthday in the spring. The reason I put these in here is to liken what it is. So spring is all about rebirth, that growth, that new growth. And I feel like that's exactly what's coming out for you here with this Scorpio new moon is that you're going through a huge death and rebirth energy, right? We already had that 14 energy come out with the East card. It's like you're basically realizing that you don't have to hold on to the past anymore. Yeah, so the people in your life, and this could be whoever this lover is too, says, I love and hate what you do to me. So the reason this person doesn't want to encourage you is because every time you probably approach them with your gift, whatever it is, you're probably spot on. And that kind of makes them feel inferior. And well, it doesn't kind of, it does. It makes them feel inferior. And so they probably lash out at you because they feel like you're the one that's causing them to feel this way, when in reality, it's just a trigger for them to heal. And that's difficult, right? Too scared to say I love you. So there is somebody coming in, and right now, so maybe that union of the hearts energy is what I'm getting here is somebody who's too afraid to say they love you right now. They're too afraid to say that they love you right now. But if it is this emperor, whatever, it's like eventually they're going to be able to say it. If it's not this emperor, if it's somebody else, they're going to be able to say it. It's just right now because you're so scared to accept who you are that they're too scared to say that I love you, because it's not that they don't see your worth. They do see your worth. But if you don't see your worth, that's the blockage, right? Like that's where the blockage lies. All I want is to F you and leave. Yeah. So this, again, this energy over here, this energy here. It's like whoever you're with, again, very, very passionate, very sexual, very, we have this connections strictly bringing you sexual healing. That's all this person wanted. This could have been somebody that you went to go see. It could have been an old friend. It could have been somebody that you went around to, and maybe you didn't give them what they wanted. And it's like, they're still going to keep coming back because all they want to do is they want your OPP. I don't know why that came through, but that's it. They want, what does that stand for? Other people's parts. Like they you're the other people. Like it's like there's somebody else in their life, third party situation, and you're the OPP, and they want that. You're worthy of loving yourself. Yeah, this also came out in pile number 1. But I feel this is so important for you because you are worthy of loving yourself. You are worthy of having love, and you are worthy of being a loving person. Like it's not about other people. This is about you, pile 2. So you're transforming, and you're learning how to transform into something that people aren't going to ever be able to recognize again. Why? Because you're letting source love shine through you. Really, truly come into that place of seeing yourself with eyes of unconditional love, bringing balance into your life, letting go of the things that are making you feel trapped. Again, we have 6 and 4 coming out. Again, 10, completion. It's like you're completing this cycle. It's not even about bringing it to a close anymore. This is about you completing it. Hold on just a second, guys. My dog. Okay, guys. Sorry about that. Like, my dog was running around the room crying. She probably needed to go outside, so... But yeah, so there's just this energy of you guys really overcoming so much from the past. And again, it's like, don't get so stuck. I feel like for some of you guys, you're very stuck on this energy of being in a relationship. And so it's almost like settling for whatever comes along rather than just holding your boundaries. And Source is just saying, keep holding your boundaries and keep falling into yourself, because nothing feels better than when you fall into who you are. Right? Like, it might seem like, oh, nothing will feel better unless I have a relationship. And Source is over here like, no, like, I'm your relationship. I'm your love. I'm your everything. because you have somebody in your life right now who doesn't want anything more than what you have to offer. And as soon as you offer that to them, they're just going to bunk out. They're going to be like, later. Right? And that's difficult too. I feel like that's a hard place for people to be in, and yet that's so much of the world. Well, hold on guys, I'm sorry. My dog, she just wants to be around me. It's so funny. Like my other dog, Aria, the white one, she's been with me for 13 years, and so she gets it when I close the door. But no, the little one, Angel, she don't. She's like, hey, what the hell? Why'd you close me out? So I might have to go let her in. But yeah, there's just this energy like around you, and it's like, it's sad that people are like that, but unfortunately people are. You know, people are. Hold on just a second, guys. Let me go get her. Okay, guys, sorry about that again. Like, thank you for your patience. But yeah, there's just a lot, and I feel like you guys have overcome a lot, and I feel like it's hard for you sometimes to forgive because there's so many people who don't see who you are. And it's just this energy of like, why should I forgive when people didn't see who I was to begin with? And Source is just saying, like, the more you hold on to grudges, the harder it will be for you to honor who you are. And what's coming up for you in the new moon is the ability, all right guys, it might get noisy, I apologize. It's the ability to honor who you are. It's the ability to be who you are and to be free with who you are. And I think that that's been really hard for you your whole life. Like, it's just this feeling of being, like, isolated and this feeling of being left out by everybody. And it's like everybody else was having a good time where you were sitting over in the corner with nothing to do because nobody wanted to be around you. And because of that, you learned how to settle for energy that didn't belong in your energy field because you never knew how to cultivate that from within, to cultivate security from within. And that's what is coming in for you with this transformative energy that's about to hit us. And so definitely don't deny yourself that. And like I said, I feel like it's very important for me to tell you guys, like, you've been in such a place of just wanting love, and I understand that. Let me tell you, I understand that. Wanting love, wanting to be loved, wanting to have somebody to come home to. Well, when that's the only thing that you think about, or that's the only thing that you worry about, when somebody does come in and shows you false colors, it's hard for you to discern that whether or not you are intuitive or not. It's like because your emotional ego has taken over at this point, and it's basically saying like, oh, well, that's all we're ever going to get. Right? Like so we better settle because otherwise we're not going to have anybody. And it's like, you guys might tell me, no, Becky, I'm not like that. But think about your life. Like, just for a second, pile two. Think about your life. It's like when it came to love, we already saw with the Four of Wands here, you had romantic frustration, failed relationships, right? Well, why? Because you would thwart your own efforts rather than waiting for what you wanted. It was like, I'll just settle for the next best thing that comes in. And so it's just saying, like, just allow yourself an opportunity to really fall into this and know that whatever's coming, it's meant for you, and you won't have to go and seek it. You won't have to go and fight for it. You won't have to do anything. In fact, the person that's coming into your life will make the effort for you. And especially with you being in divine feminine energy. And I think that that's difficult sometimes because as the divine feminine all our lives, we've been taught that we have to go and fight for the divine masculine. And that's such a weird situation, you know. Something happened in my own life recently where somebody just made the effort towards me, you know, like constantly showing up, constantly giving me their attention, constantly making time for me, making space, you know. And I don't, even still, like, I don't have to do anything. I don't have to do anything except to be myself and to show up as myself. And that is ultimately what has attracted this person to me. Okay, it's not a love relationship or anything like that. It's actually a friendship, and it's like really nice to have that because I've always had to fight for my friends in my whole life. Like, I've had to go out of my way to make sure we hung out. I had to go out of my way to contact people, and I feel like that's the reason why I'm bringing this up, is because you guys also too have done that your whole life. You fought to have love in your life. It's like, just somebody accept me, and in that energy you have allowed yourself to just settle for whatever came, right? So don't beat yourself up. You guys are amazing people. You guys are beautiful people. Again, I was real blunt with y'all on this, but I had to be like, Source, like, nope, we're gonna get real, because this pile, your guys' pile, is not for the collective. This is for a very specific few of you guys. And I love you guys. Keep it up. You're doing an amazing job. Own who you are. Own your strength. Own your power, because the world needs you. I love you. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. Excuse me. Until next time, go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Until we see each other next time. Mwah. Peace out. I love y'all. Bye. Pile 3. So for those of you that chose this dice with the number 9 on it, hopefully get that. This is for you. So with the purple here, this to me is all about connecting with your crown chakra. This is telling me that you need to spend time in prayer and meditation to listen, because there is something that's trying to close out completely here. But you first must bring it into this 9 energy, which is allowing you to, it's like basically harvesting the seeds of what you planted. And even if it was rotten seeds, that's okay. Because it's like once you harvest them, it's done. You don't have to go back to it. And so this is energy coming in of Source saying, like, it's time for you to really harvest this situation, let it go, and connect with your spirit guides, with Source, with their angels, so that you know what you need to do next. Let go. I heard let go. I heard it's for your good. It's for your own good. Believe in the situation. Believe in your own power. And it's so important for you guys. Maybe you need to work with amethyst. I feel like that's a stone that will help you guys. And also quartz. White quartz, clear quartz will help you. And no, don't be afraid to seek inner spiritual protection, I heard. So keep your guys' eyes open, but this is definitely a number, and this energy here, it's like connecting with the divine so the divine can help you close out a generational curse so that you no longer have to bear this burden. It's not yours to carry, but it is yours to close, right? Your guys' was a lot shorter than everybody else's. Everybody else's dice had like a lot of energy on it, but I feel like that's so important for you right now. It's just really connecting with Source energy and listening to your guides and getting that guidance from them. So, wow, we start with the Emperor coming out. What's coming? What is transforming for you guys in this Scorpio new moon? We have the Emperor in the upright. We have the Chariot in the reverse. Okay, ooh, we have Judgment in the reverse. Wow. Wow. I can't with you. I can't. All of your cards are majors. You got all mystery cards. I can't. You guys, wow. Wow. Yeah, so what's transforming for you guys during this Scorpio new moon? Well, you guys are definitely coming into a place of power. Like, I feel like it's interesting with this Emperor here, and I heard right off the bat, like, you're powering over your past. Like, it's like you're not letting your past guide you anymore. And it's interesting because with these two right in between the moon and the Emperor, I'm getting this sense that you're actually beginning to realize it's like by empowering yourself, you're realizing where you weren't giving to yourself spiritually, and you also are realizing some addiction that you had in regards to why you weren't giving to yourself spiritually. You could have been giving energy to other people. You could have been giving energy to a certain connection. You could have been giving energy to a certain thing. You know, addiction does not necessarily have to mean drugs and alcohol or things like that. Like, it could mean sex. It could mean being treated a certain way. It could mean anything, right? Like, addictions are far and many, and people don't talk about stuff like that. But, you know, you could have an addiction to money. You could have an addiction to material things. You could have an addiction to shopping. Like, you know, you think about all the help groups that they have. It's more than just drugs and alcohol. Like, there's support groups for everything. But you're realizing that there's no reason to be defeated spiritually anymore when it was really in honesty this addiction that was keeping you in this space of not believing that you deserve something better. And it's because you looked into your past, and it's like You know, with him, with this scepter here, I feel like it's like you connected your heart, your soul, your mind, and your body to your past and felt the depth of the pain that came from that. And in turn, that brought you into a space of truly, truly honoring and knowing how to let this go. Look at that. We have the Knight of Wands coming out. Everybody else I left turned over. I don't know why I had to turn yours over. But yeah, you're like, you're using this to move into the future with gusto. That's what I heard, with gusto. Like, you're like, nope, we're coming. Tell everybody I'm on my way, right? Like from Brother Bear. No, but like, that's the energy that's coming in. It's like, yeah, you're an emperor behind closed doors, and what people see is this Knight of Wands energy out in the open. It's like they see you as confident and courageous, you know, connected to your solar plexus chakra, not being afraid to be bold in the way that you approach people, not being afraid to set down some boundaries when it comes to that. And it's like you also having wealth, and wealth is so many things, not just money. And we have the Six of Coins coming out. It flipped over in the upright. Yeah. This is where your money's at, is realizing that you've been your own worst enemy this whole time. It's not because of something else. It's because of you. It's been within you this whole time. And so you're realizing how to balance this energies out. It's like you fought for so long against your spirituality and growing spiritually that you were able to pour into whatever this is, you know, again, whatever the addiction is. Even if it's alcohol, it's like you kept, every time you needed to fulfill yourself spiritually, you would go and drink, and it was like just to kind of run away from it, you know. And that's not happening anymore. Like, what's happening, it's like for this Scorpio new moon, you're coming into this energy of really letting go of that burden and that upset, and coming into a space of honoring the fact that, you know what, this is what's been keeping me away from who I am. We have the Ten of Wands coming out in the reverse. Yeah, there are a lot of responsibilities. So maybe your addiction is taking care of everybody else. This, to come out in the reverse, it's showing that whatever it is, so again, with the Judgment reverse talking about addictions, and this is spiritual emptiness too. Well, we have spiritual defeat and spiritual emptiness. So I feel like you guys are the emperor. Like, I feel like you've always been the emperor, and I feel like you've just turned your back on spirituality. So you guys, maybe your addiction was religion. You know, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm just saying that sometimes when we get involved with religion, it really is truly like being in a cult, because it's like, if we don't believe everything that they tell us to believe, then there's something wrong with us. And religion and spirituality, in my own view, is something that should be explored and experienced for each individual, because there is no cookie cutter version that you can give to somebody and say, this is how you need to practice faith. Faith is so unique to each one of us. We can be given guidelines, sure, but at the end of the day, how a person prays and how a person worships and how a person spends time with Source, isn't that truly up to that person? You know, and that's what I think. This is just an example here, but I feel like that's the thing. It's like, for a long time, you turned your back on spirituality. And you're going to realize that when you begin to embrace your spirituality and embrace spending time with Source and spending time in prayer, even if it feels awkward at first, like, you're actually going to find a lot of abundance there. And you're going to see Source has been giving to you this whole time. And I think you're going to see blessings that you didn't know that you had. And on top of that, I also get this energy that you guys are going to grow in your monetary gain. Like, it's almost like your spirituality, or your lack thereof, is what's keeping you from your coin. And it's like, when you embrace your coin, like, you're actually going to see opportunity where before you might have seen an obstacle. And that's what's coming out here. It's like you're moving into this energy of really, like, realizing that maybe my addictions is I'm taking care of too many people. And as I take care of these people, they're, wow, okay, I'm going to take the top card because that's what flipped over here. Hold up, guys. Sorry. There was a whole stack that flipped over. So we had the King of Coins come out. What was I saying? What's keeping you from your money is this burdens. But see, it's like you put, instead of carrying all these responsibilities, all this situation, this is having a lot on one's plate. It's like, instead of carrying that, now you put it down, and instead you're focused on, okay, what can I manifest that I want? What do I really want? You know, it's like, this is boss energy, right? To be emperor is to be in boss energy, right? That, to be this emperor, he's the embodiment of all the kings, and that is boss energy, of course. But the King of Coins is like the boss of the kings. Like, he's the one He's just capable of creating the life that he wants, and that's what makes him a boss. Like, it's like, he's not ruled by his emotions. He's not ruled by his mind. He's not ruled by his passion. He's ruled by the material world, right? Virgo energy coming in, humanitarianism. You have the Emperor, who's also could be considered a humanitarian because he takes care of his people, right? So there's this energy of like, it's like, yeah, you know that you need to take care of people. Like, you know, you need to take care and help others. But what you're realizing with the Scorpio new moon is that the responsibilities that you place on your shoulder, they're not yours to bear. They're not yours to have. They're not yours to overcome. It's like almost like you're, okay, so say you're dealing with family. This is just an example, guys, but this is what's coming out. It's like you guys are dealing with family and you're taking care of your mom and dad. And it's like your mom and dad suddenly like rely on you for you to take care of them. And it's just putting a lot of strain and stress on you. And it's like leaves you no time to take care of yourself. Leaves you no time to go to the gym. It leaves you no time to meditate. It leaves you no time because every time you get a free second, they're over there hounding you about, you know, what's for dinner, what money can we get, whatever it is. Oh, excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. This has been a long reading. And what ends up happening is like you realize that, and then you come into this place of being able to connect with your higher self, with source energy. And what you see is you're like, look, like, why do you guys rely on me so much when you guys have, say they get their own social security? It's like, it's cool if you guys live with me, but you guys have more than enough to take care of what you need to take care of. And it's like, this is setting a boundary. It's like, it's interesting because usually when this is in reverse, I feel like this is a very burdensome card. Like, it's a very heavy card, but it's like, for it to come out in the reverse, it's saying that you're actually, you're putting up these boundaries to these addictions that you have in taking care of others and putting responsibilities that aren't necessarily yours on your back. It's like carrying somebody who's capable of carrying themselves. It's not, support is different. Like, I feel like if somebody's trying to make it and you're trying to support them while they make it, that's different than somebody who gives up everything and does nothing. Like, they go and they sit on their butt and they watch Netflix all day and they don't contribute anything, and they want to go and spend their money on what they want and they don't want to help you, and it's like you're the one that's taking that responsibility. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's like you're realizing that that's not your burden to carry. And so with these two coming out together, it's telling me that it's like, as the king, you step up as a king and you're like, you know what, I'm going to manifest my own reality because I know that I can. And so because of that, that's what brings you this wealth, this energy, this beautifulness. And I feel like in that process, you're actually subconsciously purging the mother wound. I feel like this comes from and stems from the mother wound. So you guys could be very close to your mother. And I'm going to use this loosely, okay? Because some of you guys have this false relationship with your mom. And I'm not saying that yours is or yours isn't, but some of you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Others of you guys are very close with your mother. But what's going on, it's like you're carrying this wound from the past of your mother, that she's not good enough to be her divine feminine self, to be the spiritual side, because the divine feminine is very spiritual. The masculine is the one that's very materialistic in this realm. And so to be disconnected from the mother within is to be disconnected from source, is to be disconnected from love energy, because the mother is the loving nurturer. And with the moon coming out here with these two cards, it's telling me that your spiritual defeat has come from that mother wound from your childhood. And I feel like you're going to understand that, like, as that comes up, as this new moon comes in, like, you're going to see patterns and things that arise, that maybe the relationship that you're in mirrors your mom, and you're going to be like, whoa, that's weird. Like, you know, I'm not saying you're going to break up or anything. What I'm saying is, like, you're going to see things that remind you of your mom. You know, we have the moon card here, talks about satisfying emotional needs and nurturing self and others. And I feel like that's the energy that you're coming into, is learning how to nurture yourself rather than being responsible for everybody else. We have Cancerian energy, we have Scorpio energy, and we have Pisces energy here. You guys might resonate with one of the other piles. If you guys want to, or you did, you're welcome to watch that. But this is a very long reading, so get it if you don't either. It's cool. It's all right. Like, I ain't mad about it. Like, cause I'm already like, damn, I'm ready. I'm ready, y'all. I had some other videos planned, but I think they're just going out the window because I'm about to go get me some beef stew. Let me just be honest, right? But we have these energies out on the table here that are talking about being emotionally sound, and only one of them is in the upright. And the one that is in the upright is the one that talks about deep subconscious purging. This is deep subconscious cleansing. This is overcoming that mother situation that you had. This is allowing yourself to be nurturing and open to yourself. And it's like you're transforming these other two energies. Like, this is the Cancer is the mother of the zodiac. The Scorpio is the transformative energy of the zodiac. And so it's like you're transforming the lack thereof having nurturing with self, and you're coming into a space of learning how to truly nurture who you are. What did we have on the bottom? We've got the 9 of Wands on the bottom. So it's frustrating to you. This is frustrating to you. Why is this frustrating? Wow, I have the hiccups. This is frustrating to you because you feel like you've had to start over. Yeah. Oh, look at that, child. Look. You had to start over emotionally. Piscean energy, Sagittarius energy coming out. You had to start over emotionally. You had to really figure out what it was that you wanted. And it's like, yeah, you wanted to manifest abundance in this life, but why are you so frustrated with having to start over? It's because again, back to that, I didn't know this was under the 9. I didn't know that. Going back to what I said about being in a relationship, it's like whatever relationship you had is mirroring the disconnect that you had with your mother. And because of that, you're realizing it's not maybe the love that you wanted. And so now it's like, I really want real love. So how do I go get it? And that's what's frustrating to you, because it's like, you know, and if you notice the King of Cups in my deck, he's the oldest king, right? Look at the King of, they look totally different. His blonde hair, he's got gray hair, like he's an old fogey over here. Like, I love the King of Cups. He's my energy, guys. I'm Pisces. So anyways, but it's like, I feel like you're kind of in this energy of like, I'm too old to start over again. Like, why do I have to start over again? 1:55:55 on the clock. Yeah, it's like you're in this energy of like, I don't want to start over again, but I have to, because I can't stay in this situation that's not fulfilling. It's like, you know, not realizing what your own boundaries are, and there's some controlling kind of energy coming in here, and a need to face reality, a need to overcome this situation, right? No love. There's been no love, and you're a loving person. Like, with this King of Cups coming out under this 9 of Wands here, it's like showing me you are a loving person. You're a very kind, generous, giving person, but you feel like you've given your love to all the wrong people and all the wrong places and all the wrong things, and now that's what's frustrating you, having to start over here. But I think you're going to realize it's part of the process, and you're going to realize your own truth. You are the Emperor. This is a lot of masculine energy out on the table. So, wow, okay, you guys could be the divine masculine. So we did have observation, Peregrine Falcon coming out on the bottom, 27 or 25, which is 7. So again, you're learning to observe your surroundings and use your third eye, you know, with this is the eye of Horus coming through here. Observing the situation around you and realizing it's not about making a really crazy decision all fast. It's about observing the things that are going on around you and learning how to act accordingly. So we had 35 come out, which is 8. So 7 and 8 come out. That's crazy. Ritual Bison. And I feel like with this new moon, maybe you've never done moon rituals before, but with this card coming out, this is saying to be true to your rituals, right? So again, it's like having that spiritual defeat. Maybe a ritual that you bring in is prayer. Maybe a ritual you bring in is releasing energy under the full moon. It's not being like spell casting or anything. It's like literally writing down all the things that you want to release, going outside and burning it under new moon and full moon energy, right? Like, that's allowing you to release and physically see as it turns into ash so that you can be rebirthed. Like, it's a very symbolic situation. And so for those of you that do rituals, it's just saying, like, fall back into your rituals. Don't be afraid to do that. Don't be afraid to embrace that, because it's going to help you come back into this spiritual awareness. And then we had authenticity coming out with Wolf, number 17. So 8-8 coming out. Yeah, abundance is coming in for you guys. Whatever that means to you, okay? It's not necessarily money. Okay, yes, we have the King of Coins out here, but abundance could be love, right? Abundance is anything, really. It's so different for so many people. But I bring it up because I get so sick and tired of everybody saying, oh, you got money coming in, your abundance, your wealth. It's like, you know what? For me, wealth is happiness and peace and love, and prosperity is being surrounded by people who love and care and appreciate me the way I love and care and appreciate them. So do you see what I'm saying? It's different for everybody. So don't get just caught up in the money aspect of it, knowing that a blessing's a blessing. But with Wolf coming out here, Wolf is such a strong character. You know, it's like about listening to your intuition, being instinctive as you move through the world. And I feel like that's exactly what you're doing. It's like, I heard you're looking the beast in the eye and making a decision. They don't want me to say anything else. That's what I heard. That's it. Looking the beast in the eye and making a decision. You guys are overcoming something that you've been stuck in for a very long time. And I feel like it's been hurtful for you. Yeah, solitude, island. Yeah, you guys need to go into hermit mode for a while. Like, you guys need to embrace hermit mode because it's going to help you balance out this energy. You know, number 6 is all about finding that balance within. And right now, it's like, it's not isolation. You don't need to isolate yourself from people, okay? It's like, so if you have, you know, friends that are in your court, friends that are helping you through, like, it's okay to spend time with them, but there's moments when you need to go and spend time in solitude, like whether that's out in nature or whether that's in meditation or whether that's in prayer without other people around. You just need to be alone by yourself for a little while so that you can begin to heal and balance this energy. Oh my gosh, what did I just say? In prayer and meditation, and we have Desert Vision Quest coming out. And this card literally talks about taking nothing but a water bottle and a book, a notebook, writing down your questions, taking your questions to source, asking your questions to source, and letting source answer those for you. That's why they want you to go into solitude, because you guys, I get this energy that you guys are the divine masculine. And so whoever your divine feminine is has done a lot of work. And now that might not be true for all of you. There could be a lot of divine feminines on here who are embodying masculine energy, finally being able to embody it in its constructive and productive way, because sometimes we're in a very deconstructive energy or very destructive energy, right? But I am going to talk as though I'm talking to the divine masculine here. So for those of you that are divine femmes on here, this is not a plight against you. I'm just saying this really feels like there's a divine feminine on here, or divine masculine, who needs to hear this. You guys have been in this energy of supporting others for so long that it's like you don't know how to be a true masculine. It's like you know how to be the distorted version of the masculine where you take on all the burdens of life and not have anybody support you in it. And so it's like Source is telling you, it's like as the divine masculine, you guys are going to come up into a glow up, and it's going to happen so fast because whoever the divine feminine was in this energy, again, if you're divine feminine, just know that your divine masculine side is going to level up to your divine feminine, not your divine masculine, your manifestation current, okay? And you guys, as the divine masculines, whoever the divine masculine that I'm talking to, it's like you guys are going to level up in about a quarter of the time that your divine feminine did. And that's just a part of the process. It's like the divine feminine has to figure out what's going on, and then all of a sudden that like triggers the divine masculine to start doing all these things. Love and compassion. It's all about having self-love. Again, this energy of nurturing yourself, finding out who you are and loving yourself, and being able to sit in that energy, right? Sit in energy with Source, like giving Source love, getting Source love direction, and letting Source become the guidance for you, because I feel like it's been such an ordeal. How many is this? No, that's too many, Source. I'm sorry, that's way too many. May I please have just one more? I'm getting tired. I don't want to rush this reading or anything like that, but I just don't want to have to read a ton more than what I had originally planned. And please have one more for this pile. Thank you, Source. And what do we have coming out on the bottom? 23, which is 5. Change. Don't be afraid to embrace change. I feel like you guys are resistant to change sometimes, but it says take a chance on love. When we love, our lives are changed forever. And I feel like this comes back to this love compassion card. It's just saying take a chance on self-love, because I feel like you guys have loved everybody else, supported. Oh, wow, I'm doing this backwards. Okay. You guys have loved and supported everybody else, and you guys have not known how to love and support yourself. And that's what's transforming for you during the Scorpio full moon or new moon, is that you guys are going to learn how to love yourself. So we have number 46, which is 10, completion. We have redwood, feminine energy, north, Mars, earth. And Mars is the planet of aggression and fighting. And so I feel like you have been in this energy of fighting against your feminine energy and not being able to ground that emotion in this life. Like I said, you guys are very loving. You guys are super loving with this King of Cups here. Very loving individuals. Especially if you guys are the divine masculine on here. You guys are so loving and caring and kind. And it's like you've never had a chance to fully express that because of your upbringing, the childhood wound that you have with the mother. When the divine masculine has a mother wound, it's very distrusting of all divine feminines. Whether that's females or not, it doesn't matter. Whoever embodies the feminine energy, there's this distrust that goes with that, and the sense of like there's not going to be any loyalty, or the only loyal person in my life will be my mother and my divine feminine who raised me, because it could have been a man. Excuse me, I need a drink. And so that's changing for you. So we have listen with your heart. You are listening, but you need to hear with a loving heart. Yeah, so I feel like this is for yourself. This is the number 1 card, which is all about having faith, right? And I feel like you just need to have more faith in source and prayer. Like, I feel like you pray, but I feel like your answers don't come necessarily the way that you want them to, or in the direction that you want them to, or how you want them to. And I feel like that kind of makes you feel closed off to that direction or that guidance, because it puts you in this energy of not being receptive. And when you listen with a loving, open heart, it doesn't matter if it's what you want to hear or you don't want to hear. You know that's just the way that it is, or that it has to be. And it's not even about controlling it. It's just about just honoring that. And so they're just saying, open your heart, connect with your... It's interesting because we have this yellow color here, and the Knight of Wands is connected to Leo. And so again, that connecting with the solar plexus chakra with that fiery energy, it's like being confident and being like, we have 2 women on this card again, connecting with that divine feminine within you. To pray and to meditate may seem counterproductive, like you're not doing anything, but it's in that moment, that stillness, that you're able to unravel that stuff that's keeping you blocked. Ooh, I love this. So we have number 49. Which is 13 coming out 4, right? So 4 is all about foundation, stability, protection. We have action, speak loudly, express your love through action. So I feel like there's somebody in your life that you do care about a lot. You know, with this King of Cups coming out, I feel like maybe you guys have somebody that you're interested in, but you're in a prior relationship, or you're still dealing with throes from a prior relationship. And I think that that's what Source is saying. Like, it's okay to let go of the past. Like, the past is the past. The future is the future. You have this now moment to show somebody that you truly want to give your cup to love. Can you show up and give them that love? You know, when this card comes out, I always say this card makes me think actions speak louder than words. Like, that's the first thing I think when that card comes out every time. It never ceases to fail me. It's the first thing I see. I never see action speak loudly. I always see action speak louder than words. And that's the thing. It's like, I feel like you talk with this person, but there's something about you showing this person. It's like showing them your love, like being that kind, caring, affectionate person to them, and saying loving things with them, and listening to them with a loving heart, and realizing that, you know, this person does care about you too. That's important. So look at this. We have 5 coming out again. Didn't you guys just have 5? Yeah, on the bottom of the... Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. Look at this. And then underneath this one, we have relationship patterns, which is no. I can't. I can't with you. I freaking can't with you guys. Look at this. 23, 32, 32. I can't. Do you see that? 32, 23, 32. I feel like I'm in football right now. 32, 23, 32. Hi. Okay, so we have corn, feminine, north, Venus energy. Okay, earth energy. Yeah, so this is about love, but I'm going to read that in just a second. But look at what came out underneath this one. Relationship patterns. It takes strength to recognize the need for change. And I think that's exactly, again, if you have If you're the divine masculine, your first relationship was with the divine feminine in your life, whoever raised you. That could have been a mother, but it could have been a man who embodied divine feminine energy. But if there was a disconnect with that, as a divine masculine, you guys are going to have relationship patterns that arise later in your life, and you're letting that go. Like, this is all about you transforming these relationship patterns and letting them go and changing them. 5 is all about change. I want you guys to look this number up if you have time. 2332, right? Mirroring numbers. Look that up and see what that means to you guys. And make sure you guys do it for you, because it has to mean, like, if it's not resonating, then it means that wasn't for you. But that's going to be for some of you guys. And then also 3232 is important too. So we have corn, feminine, north, Venus energy, and earth. Let me read this to you guys. I'm sorry I'm not going to hold that up. It's just a really awkward angle for me to hold it up while I'm over here reading. So it says, I am corn. I am the blessed blue corn offering. I am the structure of your life. Foundations, the structure, right? You're learning how to build that. Combined with beans and squash, we are the life force. Yeah, you're finding new life. You're finding new life on your own journey, right? You're building your own life. Success. Oh, it says, I will protect you through the winter of hard times. Yeah, so this is tough for you. This growth is really tough for you right now, and I get that. But this is what corn says. Success is yours through your hard work, which prepares you for every opportunity and possibility. Didn't I say that earlier, that you guys are going to start seeing things, there are opportunities where once you saw obstacles? I said that earlier on your reading. In these changing times, I am an essential requirement of life that sustains you. I am abundance and energy. Didn't I say you guys are calling in abundance? I can't with y'all. I can't with you all. I just can't. I'm done. I'm spent. I'm like, it does not matter how tired I get when Source speaks through me. Source speaks through me, y'all. Through me. I am the channel. Shit. Like, I can't with you guys. I love you. You guys are amazing. Like, for those of you watching this, and that's, please comment down below. Let me know how it resonates for you guys, because I am dying to hear from you guys pile through. This is the most interesting pile I've had all day. They've all been completely different. But out of all of them, like, I'm just, like, so shocked, because it's like, this is different. We don't usually do for the divine masculine, and I definitely feel like whomever I'm talking to is a divine masculine. And it's just interesting to see that you guys are about to go through a glow up, which means that whoever your divine feminine in has really embodied and embraced her inner being and her inner power. And, you know, it's almost, it's like divine timing. That's what I heard. Divine timing. So I'm going to get you guys, sorry, I'm totally getting, like, so off topic here. I'm going to get you guys one of these emotional clarifiers. I just made this deck, and then I also am going to draw some cards from what I call the ghetto deck. The reason I call it the ghetto deck is because there's no rhyme or reason to the messages that are in there. They're just that, just like the ghetto bag. And we're going to get some more messages from the ghetto bag. Source for pile number 3. What emotional clarifier do we need for pile number 3? Okay, stop. I heard. All right, what do we got? Brooding. Yeah, so you guys are stuck in this energy of just replaying everything over and over again, and just wondering what you could have done different, what you could have said differently, how could you have maybe made the situation better, how could you have maybe changed it. And there's, like, that's why I feel like why I said what I said earlier. The past is the past, the future is the future. All we have is this now moment. And that's what it's like. When you're in the state of brooding, it's like you're really trying to replay it with your mind and hoping that it will come out with a different scenario. And it's not going to. Like, Sources doesn't want you to be in that. And the reason you're doing that is because you're afraid. Afraid. Yeah, so they just want you to honor the fear that you have within you right now, and honor that it's okay. It's okay to be afraid. It's okay to, like, so with afraid coming out, okay, this one wants to come out. It's just, like, popping out. I'll take it. So with afraid coming out, I feel like this is telling me too, like, there's this energy around you guys right now that it's like you're afraid of losing whomever this other person is that you want to show love to. Like I said, I feel like you guys are brokenhearted coming out of a situation, repeat patterns. We have relationship patterns over here. I feel like I want to put these guys out on the table here. But we have these relationship patterns here, and I feel like you guys are coming out of something, or you're about to come out of something, or you're letting go of something, and you're brokenhearted, and you're afraid that this new situation is going to be that same way. And Source is saying, like, All you have to do is open to love, to let love in, and you're going to see a change. Ooh, okay, so what was I saying? You guys are letting go of a relationship, and then this fell out of the deck when I pulled it up before I even started shuffling. It says they want the old, unchanged you. Yeah, so whoever you're letting go with these relationship patterns, and even with whoever your responsibilities lie with, okay, like whoever that is, whatever that energy is, like they don't want you to change, but I'm sorry, like I said, your guys' divine femme took the step and she made the change, and in that, I mean, you guys have free will. You can choose not to change, but I feel like the draw for you to make a change in your life is so overwhelming right now that there's no turning back. Like it's like basically you guys can handle it or you don't have to. I don't care either way. I just can't stay here in this energy anymore. Yeah, there's a fear of the unknown. That's the being afraid. It's like you've never done anything like this before. So you guys could be pretty new to the spiritual journey. You don't have to be, but I feel like if you are new to the spiritual journey, you're just in this energy of like, I don't know what to expect. I don't know what's next. I don't know what I'm stepping into. Right? And it's like Source is saying that's okay. It's just know that I'll catch you. Know that I'll always be there for you. But isn't it fearing the unknown? Isn't that a better feeling than being stuck? Like this is stuck energy. This is energy that's like, ugh. Sorry, it's just ugly energy. Okay, this one. Find the grace to leave what's not meant for you. I can't with you guys. I can't. Didn't I say you guys are leaving something, or you're about to, or you're going to make a decision to? And so this is Source just coming in, clarifying that, yeah, that feeling that you've gotten this whole time, that's exactly what they want. And they don't want you to stay in something that's not serving you. They don't want you to carry responsibilities that aren't serving you. They don't want you to be in this place of fear anymore. They don't want you to be in a place of feeling like you have to replay the old stories over and over again. Not when you have this beautiful cup to offer somebody who's going to love you the way that you're going to love them. Right? Because that's what you're fighting. It's like you really don't think that anybody's going to love as deeply as you do, but Source is saying like there's somebody out there who's going to love you that way. Okay, I heard stop. Ooh, okay. Be honest with compassion, not with the intention of hurting them. These two right here go hand in hand. Find the grace to leave what's not meant for you. And at the same time, being honest with compassion, not with the intention of hurting them. Just being honest with this person, just being like, look, you know, as much as it hurts, look, guys, I've left people in the past. I've had to. Like, I'm the one that chose to walk away. Okay? And so many people have left me. But for you, Pile 3, I feel like it is so important for you to understand that it is not a bad thing to say no to somebody who's just not really on the same level spiritually as you are, or on the same journey as you are. Like, we'll keep ourselves tied to situations for years and years and years. And I remember the first time I said no, what I said was, I can't do this anymore. That's what I said. That was the answer that I had. That was how I left the first person I ever left in my life. I said, I can't do this anymore. I wasn't mad. I didn't yell and scream. In fact, I said it barely above a whisper because the person that I was talking to was screaming their head off at me. And I said, I just can't do this anymore. I said it like that, and they were like, everything stopped. And the look on their face was like, what do you mean? And I was like, I'm tired. I can't do this anymore. I can't carry this burden anymore. I can't carry this defeat that I'm constantly feeling anymore. I can't. I just can't do this anymore. And so I feel like Source is telling me to say this to you guys, putting it on my heart, because I feel like you guys don't know what to say. How do I be compassionate when this person has hurt me so much? How do I be compassionate when this person relies on me and is so codependent on me? How do I be compassionate? It's easier than you think. Okay? And I want to give you guys a really good line. You don't have to use this line, but I'm giving this to you as an example so that you guys can take it and run with it. You know what? Look, I love you. I've always loved you, and I always will love you. But at this time, I'm on this journey of finding the best, most aligned version of myself. And I have to go find that calling. I have to go follow that calling. So I have to leave this connection. Right? That's not hurting them. That's you being completely honest. It's like, this is where I'm at, and this is what I'm doing, and this is why I'm doing it. And it has nothing to do with them. right? What I just said has nothing to do with that other person. Even if they take it personally, there's nothing in that line that says it's you. That says it's me. It's me. I have to leave. Like when I said I can't do this anymore, I didn't say it was their fault. I didn't say any of that. I said I can't take how I feel anymore. I can't be in this feeling anymore. I can't deal with how I feel. I feel me, right? And that's what Source is saying. Wow, my nose just started going crazy. Yeah, they're saying you needed to know that. Like you needed to learn that. Ooh, look at what came out on the bottom for you. Blessings, raised vibration, spiritual growth, new perspective, and letting go of old limiting beliefs. Isn't that everything that we've talked about? Everything that we've talked about today, guys. Everything. Everything. Source coming in, swinging like a beast right now. What do we got left? Okay. Sorry, I'm so excited, guys. Like, I just get so excited. I forget what I'm doing next. So let's get some messages from the ghetto bag. See what's coming out. So I want to dig down here and get some. Source says, go to the bottom. I said, okay, I'll go to the bottom. Source says, we going fishing. I said, okay, you going to give me a big fish or a small fish? Let's see. Semi-fish. Get a few more here, Source says. What else we got, Source? Those ones right there. Okay, one more? Okay, one more. One more. There we go. Okay, ghetto messages from the ghetto bag. Oh, this one was... I didn't know that one was out there. Okay, cool. This one. I got you. Okay, what's first? What do we got first? Maybe. Okay, so you guys had a question. So I feel like, honestly, what I heard, it's interesting because what I heard is the person I'm thinking about mine. And they said maybe. So maybe you guys are asking about the divine feminine. It's somebody you know. And you're asking, and Source is saying maybe. And the only reason maybe's coming up is because there's not yet enough. There hasn't been enough unraveling for Source to give you the yes or no yet. Okay, so I know maybe is frustrating. But honestly, I feel like Source is giving you the maybe right now so that you can focus more on this situation right here. Slow down. It's not a race. Yeah, there's no reason to rush. Like, I feel like being in that King of Coins energy, it's a very slow moving energy, but it's getting there. I feel like there's this huge rush with this Knight of Wands starting this line down here. It's like you want to race to the end and you want to get through with this. It's almost like if there was a fast forward button so that you didn't have to deal with everything and actually be present for it, you would definitely use it like and click. And Source is saying like, no, there's a reason that you need to be present with each moment that you're changing in your life, because it's in that moment that you actually gain character and you become... So it's like being anointed, right? If you guys ever read the story about David, King David in the Bible, how he became anointed, like he was out in the fields. He had 7 brothers or 8 brothers, whatever it was. He was working out in the fields and nobody wanted to be the shepherd. And so they made him the shepherd because they all had better, more important things to do. And then they came and they said, well, we need a new king and we're going to anoint one of your sons. And his father showed all of his sons except for David. And that's the thing. It's like, and who was the one that got crowned? Well, it was David. Why? Because he was being anointed by God. He was the one out in the fields praying. He was the one out in the fields doing the necessary work. He was the one out in the field singing to God and being who he was, while these other brothers had their egos were running them. And so that's what Source is saying. Like, you're being anointed. Like, don't get in that egoic energy of saying like, let me just get through this and blaze through it as fast as I can. Because if you try to let go of something that you're holding on to in a blaze of fury, you're going to hurt the other person, which again, there's nobody's going to end up unscathed in this situation. But what you can do is ease the blow, because honesty will ease the blow. Success is the greatest weapon in life. Yeah, there's definitely success here for you. Like, there's success coming in for you. I feel like that's you letting go. Is you're going to open yourself up to the 6 of Coins energy, and suddenly you're going to have money that you never had before, but you're also going to be manifesting things that you'd always dreamed of. But I feel like a part of you didn't feel like was possible, but you've been thinking about them for so long that it's like you've sent that vibration out and that intention out to Source. That Source is like, let me give it to you now. Come into this space of being the divine feminine energy within yourself so you can receive. That's receptive energy, right? Like, divine feminine energy is receptive energy. I love me. Yes, you need to say this to you in the mirror. Like, look in the mirror and just start screaming it at yourself. Cry through it, yell through it, be mad through it, whatever it is, whatever comes up. Because I've done this with so many people face to face. I always bring a mirror and I'll make them look in the mirror and I'll make them yell at themselves. I say it to yourself the way you want someone else to say it to you. And then just start screaming it at yourself. Why? Because there's something that comes out when people start doing this. I know when I did, I bawled my eyes out and then I got so mad I started screaming it at myself and then I was like, ah! And then when I was done with that, I was like, wow, I never realized how much hatred I had for myself until I did this. And so I feel like this is important for you. I love me. Again, coming with that love, compassion. It's like reiterating messages that we've gone over. Your heart knows best. Yeah, so there's definitely another energy that's in here that's like leading your heart. You're not being led by the worldly desires or temptations, maybe I should say. You're being led by your heart, and your heart is trying to lead you by overcoming this situation during the Scorpio new moon. So this is when this happens, it could take a while to happen, but when it starts, it's going to start going really fast. And that's why they're saying slow down. Don't race to the end, because there's certain steps that you have to process each day as you're doing what it is that you're doing and letting go of what's not meant for you. Oh, I can't with you all. Look at this. Don't put off until tomorrow what need be done today. Exactly. Like, don't stop putting this off. Stop trying to figure out another way around this. Slow down. Yes. But I feel like you've been putting this off for too long. You've been carrying these burdens knowing they're not yours to carry. And Source is saying, just stop. Not on the spiritual journey. The last one coming out. They're not on the spiritual journey. And I feel like you didn't know you were. It recently happened. I feel like this is something that you're probably like, what the hell? Like, what is this? And that might be why you were guided to this video. Because you're, like I said, I'm getting this energy of you guys being new to this. And whoever it is that they want the old unchanged you, they're not on the spiritual journey. And it's like something opened you up to the spiritual journey. Be it your divine feminine, be it divine timing, be it Source, be it your gifts, whatever it is, something came flooding in. Exactly, see? Aria knows. She's like, yeah, listen to her. She knows what she's talking about. But in that energy, it like opened you up, and all of a sudden you're seeing things again with this observation card. Ooh, look at this. I can't. You're observing the cycles that you've been playing out over and over and over again in your life. And you're letting them go. And it's like, you want to be done and over that. And Source is saying like, sorry, like that's not how it works. So just every day, do something that scares you. What you know needs to be done. If it's finding grace to leave what's not meant for you, then do that. Do that on that day. Like, don't put it off until tomorrow. Do that today because you're being inspired to do that today. Why are you being inspired to do that today? Because that's divine timing. That's your guide saying do that today. Is it easy? No, it's simple. It's simple. And guys, like on my own journey, like I'm one of those ones that like I got to get clarification. So if you need to get clarification, don't be hesitant to ask Source to clarify, is this what you really want me to do? Is this my intuition or is this my ego? Because Source will go out of its way to show you guys that that's whatever it is, you know? Like, it's just the more you get on the journey, the more you're going to realize that Source is like, I got you. Like, I've got you coming in. I've got you, like, doing the things that you need to do. But it's like you really have to just trust the process and stop trying to play over and over again what... Look, it's interesting. This just came out. One must forgive in order to ever experience freedom. And I was going to say, you have to stop playing the situation over and over again. You just need to forgive yourself and forgive whoever is involved in this, because it just happened. There's nothing like you can, well, but what if they did this and what, you know what? All of life is a big what if, but at the end of the day, what if didn't happen? What happened is what happened, and you can't change that. Like, you can't change that. There's no amount of thinking about it or brooding about it that's going to change that situation. You know, to be brooding is like being upset, being mad, being like the situation is unfair. Like, everything happened to me. Why did it have to happen to me? And it's like, this is energy saying that it had to happen to you because you're the one that asked for this before we were born. And two, you're the only one that could carry this burden. It's not that everyone else doesn't have a burden to carry. It's just that this particular burden that you're dealing with right in this now moment is the one that you were meant to carry. It's the one that you were meant to overcome. It's the one that is forcing you to go through your spiritual growth. Okay, and even if this is a new journey for you, don't give up. Like, don't give up. Keep going. Like, keep trying, and you're going to get the hang of it. Things are going to work out for you. And I know it's not easy. One of the hardest things in this life is being awoke to the spiritual journey. I know. I'll never forget the day that it happened to me. And it was probably about 8 years ago. It was before my mom got diagnosed with cancer. And I had a dream. And right after that dream, I was introduced to what twin flames are. And I'm not saying I am a twin flame. If you guys watch me, you know I don't like to put labels on anything. I'm not saying I am a twin flame, but I'm saying that is what woke me up to my spiritual journey. Was I had a dream of somebody kissing me, and it was so powerful. It was so real. I'd never experienced anything quite like that before. And then the very next day, never even heard of the term twin flame in my whole life. And all of a sudden it started popping up on my phone everywhere, like out of the blue. And honestly, guys, if you know, on my phone, what I watched, it wasn't even me that was on my phone watching my phone. It was my ex, and he always watched those Vine videos. And there was like, so why was there any reason that it came up on the phone? There is no rhyme or reason as to why it appeared. It was like Source came in like, look, bitch, it's time to wake up. Okay, so like that's what I'm telling you guys. I feel like that's how it was for you. For you guys, it just some shit happened, and you were like, at first you probably wrote it off as like a coincidence. Oh, that's a weird coincidence. But then it started happening more, and you're like, oh shit, like maybe this isn't a coincidence. Maybe there's something more to this. And well, I feel like you guys definitely have the mother wound that you're healing. And I feel like that's the addiction, is that mother wound. And so if there's somebody that you guys are married to or in love with or have a relationship with that is, because there's two energies here that are love interests. Like that's there's two energies that are love interests. And it's like one of them, it's like you wish things had worked out, but it's like the other one you're so intrigued by, you can't help but be drawn to them. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just weird energy. It's just a heavy energy. And so it's like, I feel like this other energy that you're so intrigued by, it's like that you can't help but fall in love with how intriguing this person is and how authentic they are. Look, I split the deck. Number 44 comes out, Jackal Truth. This card today it hasn't shown up in any of the readings. It has only come up when I've spoken something, and I'm always wondering, like, should I have said that? And then boom, here it is. So that's the thing. Like, this person, you can't deny the attraction that you have for them. Like, it kind of baffles you. I feel like you've never felt like this for another person. And for those of you that don't know this person yet, it's like you know that there's somebody that you're supposed to go towards. Like, you just might not know who they are yet, but it's like you still feel this attraction, and it's like you can't even focus on what's in front of you right now because there's this other energy that's in your energy field, and you're like, what in God's green earth is this shit? Like, yeah, guys, I curse. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. It's like this energy of like not knowing exactly what to do. Yeah, look. We have the Pope come out in the reverse. This is like, this could be a divorce, but this is like breaking up a commitment. This is like letting go of what societal construct says is okay. What do we have behind it? Yep, communicating this to somebody, finding your strength. Look, you're finding your strength. You're overcoming anxiety and fear. You know you're going to have success finding your strength and communicating to somebody that you need to leave. I can't make it up, guys. I can't. Like, I really feel like who I'm talking to is a divine masculine. And if you're not, it's cool. What it means is that you guys are learning to balance both your masculine and your feminine energies, which, yes, I know most of us are masculines, but sometimes what happens is it goes the opposite way for femmes, right? Like, they'll be in their masculine energy, and then they get so used to the femme energy that they forget the masculine energy, and they realize at one point on the journey that you have to embody both of them. But this may be a very specific, like, we've got the Emperor coming out again. This may be a very specific message for one person or like a group of people, just a very small handful. And I'm cool with that. Like, I'm totally cool with that. Again, the Six of Coins. Oh, look at this. There's a Queen. Look, you have a Queen of Cups in the reverse in your life. And they're using their intuition to keep you around because they want you to stay confused, but you're about to find some confidence. And I feel like the reason you're finding confidence is because you realize you're more powerful than you think you are. Like, and you're about to let them go. You're about to just say, look, you know, again, it's not about yelling and screaming about it. It's just about being honest. There's no reason to take it out on people. Like, it always baffles me when people break up sometimes and how they, man, they'll rip up their clothes, they'll throw their shit out on the street, they'll key their car, like they'll go through all these crazy things. Like, we've got a legal situation coming in. I split this deck right there. The Page of Swords talks about a legal situation being in court. This could, again, divorce with that, with the Pope coming out in the reverse. This could be a divorce. You could be married. You guys don't have to be, but it could feel like a divorce. Maybe you guys have been living partners for a long time or something like that, and it's scary to let it go. Yeah, but there's a lot of promiscuity coming out. There's this energy of not being able to have what you want, and you're done working on it. I feel like you've been done working on it for a while, but it's just kind of you stuck around because it was comfortable. Like, that's the energy coming through here. This is very interesting. But you realize that it's just not what you wanted in life. You want to be a leader, and being in this situation is going to keep you from being a leader. It's like being in this situation is keeping you from the life that you wanted to live. So yeah, you're going to focus on your work and focus on building up yourself. And I think that's what's going to bring this other person into, like, I really do. If they're not already in your life, like, it's just, that's what's really going to bring it in. Okay, geez. Yeah, you guys feel stuck. You feel like peer pressure. So there's a sense, if this is a marriage, or if this is like a long-term committed relationship that you're letting go of, or this is family, for some of you guys it's family, friendships, or a situation, you're stuck because you're letting peer pressure tell you what to do. Like, that's why Source wanted me to split that one more time. So really, honestly, guys, you got a beautiful reading. Again, so much longer than I wanted. I love pick a card readings, but they're exhausting, guys, because I'm on these videos for what, 2.5 hours I've been here. What else? Yeah, so with this here, they're just saying you're coming up and you're working on becoming the Emperor. You're working on becoming the Emperor. You guys are about to have a glow up. Whoever you are, pile 3, you guys are about to have a glow up. So just honor that. Keep doing what you're doing. And with this Scorpio new moon, it's like, I feel like, yeah, honestly, I want you guys to know this could be a rude awakening for you guys, and just kind of like overwhelming. There might be a lot of overwhelming clearing out energy that's coming in. And so just hang in there. It's okay. The journey is crazy. Like, it's no need to freak out. Like, just keep pushing forward, because this is, again, purging those old wounds that have actually basically created the you that you are today, and you're uncovering that. You get to experience yourself for the first time and who you really are without those masks on, and that's a beautiful place to be at. Okay, I love you guys. I'm sending out so much light and love to you guys. I know you're going to be phenomenal at this, and I know you guys are going to glow up so fast, and I'm so excited for you guys. Like, I think that was the coolest reading I think I've ever done, was your guys' piles. So please comment down below. Let me know how it resonates for you guys. But I'm going to leave it there. Until next time, go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Until we meet each other next time. Mwah. Peace out. I love y'all. Bye.